What is up, guys? Cybernetic here, and welcome to ROBOCOP Rogue City, a brand new ROBOCOP game. Can you believe it? Jeez, I remember the old ones on arcade and stuff, and they were a little rough around the edges, but shit, they were fun. And now we've got this, a new FPS in the ROBOCOP universe. It's made by Teon. Now, you might know that name, you might even be scared of that name. They used to make a couple of licensed games, and they were not known for, you know, their beauty, but geez, this is a hell of a glow up. They made the Rambo on Rails game like 10 or so years ago, but they also made that really good Terminator Resistance game that I want to play too. But now they are back. I don't know how they're getting all these licenses, but they're doing a great job. This one looks almost lifelike at times. It's a first-person shooter in the fucking ROBOCOP universe. As far as I know, it's like an original story, so it's probably set somewhere around, you know, 1 and 2. You know, you got the ED219 there. I don't know if Kane is going to be in there, but I see Angie. I see a couple. I've got a lot of love for ROBOCOP. Growing up, on Irish TV they would always have the sequels because it was cheaper to show them, you know. So I watched ROBOCOP 3 religiously, even though it's considered one of the worst ones. I don't care. I like the whole community effort, and I like the samurai ninjas, and I like the jetpack. But yeah, we'll see. It's a great series, you know. It's pure 80s goodness. You've got grotesque violence, badass kills. This one guy, his body's starting to melt from acid, and he gets run over and just explodes. But it's also extremely smart for its time too. It's not just at surface level what you think it is, which is just an 80s action movie. No, it's commentary on horrible corporations ruling the world, and it's got a lot of satire in there as well, you know, just poking fun at media. It's really cool, so I hope they can capture that in this game. Now, I hear that it's very good, and I wish only the best for these guys. If a team can do, like, you know, what's considered reviewed maybe a bad game, and rise up out of the ashes of that, pick themselves up by their bootstraps and make something incredible, then fuck yeah. I'm always here for a good underdog story, and it seems like ROBOCOP Rogue City is exactly that. I am so down for this. It's also cheap as chips. Now, it's available on Steam and Next Gen only, which I think is pretty brave these days, but we're finally kind of moving in, you know, the fucking third year moving into Next Gen only. And this game looks amazing. Like, some of the lighting alone is just killer. I'm starting to see... Oh, yeah. Oh, Jesus. Gotta be careful with them. Sorry. I'm starting to see some Next Gen stuff going on. Nice. Let's try 85 Gamma. Let's leave it there. Chromatic off. Motion blur off. Performance. Apply. Good. Audio. Let's take that down a notch. How's that? I think it's fine. Alright. Gameplay. Normal. HUD default. Clean. Oh. Custom. Bum 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 bum. Yes. Alright. Dude, we're getting some good licensed games. You just gotta find them, you know? And some really good ones. Yeah, let's leave it on default for now. We seem to have got the aiming. So it's first person, so we're going to get to see through Alex Murphy's eyes, right? Now, this one's following the original movies. But this series has exploded into like TV shows, remakes, books, comics, you name it. It's not as big as something else, but it doesn't matter. It's still your boy, Alex Murphy. Yeah, the remake was not the best, you know. A lot of high quality names doing nothing, you know. Samuel Jackson played this kind of fucking, you know, media gobshite, you know. It was fine, but I was like, damn, that's such a strange place to put such a name, you know. And then Michael Keaton played evil corporation villain #1, and he's great as well, but I do think they could have stood to do a little bit better. It was okay. The bike was awesome. Some of the moves were nice, but honestly, practical over CGI. CGI will never win. I don't care how good it is, but these old, you know, like ROBOCOP did use its fair share of little bits of CGI for its time, but it was mainly like stop motion, claymation, superimposed, and I think it works really well. Like, I love the ED209 because it always sounded like a dog or a pig when it would fall over, you know. But yeah, Alex Murphy. If you don't know the story of this, it's set in future Detroit, where villainy and just drugs are rampant. The drug of choice is the nuke, as you can imagine what that does to the brain. So one night, Alex Murphy gets tore the fuck up, left for dead by a nasty gang. And instead of you know, letting him die, they decide to ship him off to OCP, and he gets turned into RoboCop, an experimental new robot human, so that they can turn the tide of a law where we can have more robots in the world. But thing is, Alex Murphy is still in there, you know. He remembers his wife and kid. He remembers a lot of stuff. So he's fighting against the machine side of him. And until he finds that balance, he can't become the ultimate RoboCop. Fucking badass. So let's see where this goes, huh? Let's see where this goes. New main campaign. I love it. So it's kind of retro future, you know? Like most things were back then, like Alien and everything else. So you got easy, normal, hard, and extreme. Sheesh, let's see what it says. Only for hardcore players who want to experience. Alright, so there's a very unique visor and the way it locks on and stuff. It kind of seeks out. So we'll see how that goes. I was watching people play a little bit of it. I didn't want to take too much away. It's only out like within the last week or so. So here we go. RoboCop Rogue City. Take 1.
You give us 3 minutes and we give you the world. Good evening. I'm Casey Wong. A military submarine that went missing over 3 years ago has suddenly reappeared in the Baltic Sea. Confused seamen mistakenly opened fire on the last Lapland reservation, killing 12. Thankfully, our homesick sailors are back on U.S. soil. Welcome back, boys. In local news, a new crime wave that is sweeping Detroit has already claimed the lives of 21 police officers. Here's a statement from the head of OCP, Omni Consumer Products, that's funding and running the Detroit Police Department.
Old Detroit has a cancer, and that cancer is crime.
I'll tell you what's wrong with the world.
And OCP holds the scalpel.
According to our sources, the attacks were aimed at catching the attention of a man whose identity remains unknown. This dangerous new guy in town seems to have his eye on doing business in old Detroit.
Your filthy hands off me.
I'm sorry. There seems to be a...
Uh-oh. Time for a public execution.
Disturbance? I'm a big fan. Now move!
One of the villains was played by Red from that 70s show, if you remember. Lots of big names.
Don't adjust your television sets.
Hi,
your
sir.
regularly scheduled program will be back shortly. Now,
Thank
this
God.
message goes out to the new guy in town. It seems that you're looking to spend some money in this great city of ours. I'm here to tell you that the Torchheads are open for business. You may have heard of us as the #1 supplier of Nuke in old Detroit.
Oh, Nuke is back.
The most potent, addictive drug available.
So maybe Kane is in this.
Every convenience store, school, or library near you. But that's not all we're capable of.
Oh, damn.
Let's get you up here. We'll get Officer Howard to illustrate the point.
Damn.
You see, Officer Howard made a drug bust that cost us a lot of money. We want to reward this dutiful officer with a performance bonus. A lifetime supply of Nuke.
Oh, damn, they're gonna OD.
Oh, man, you're gonna have the time of your life. There you go. Enjoy. New guy. Us Torchheads are more than capable of doing whatever you need done in our city.
Uh-oh.
So what is it, huh? Arson, smuggling, drug dealing, good old-fashioned murder. We do it all. You've got the money, we've got the power. So let's talk.
Now that's what's called laying on your resume, sweet Jesus. This poor, and you get old Detroit and new Detroit, but they're not much better off. There he is, I see him. Alright. We're going like right into the center. Whoa. Nice. It skips all the intro of him becoming RoboCop and everything. Well, I pretty much told you how that went down anyway. Well, we might get little nods to it. Cool.
Good to see you, Murphy. Lieutenant's at the main entrance to the TV station.
Oh, right. Oh, listen to his footprints. Nice. Okay, we'll see how that goes. That's a little bit sluggish. We'll see. We might be able to mess with that. We'll see how it affects first. Nice guns. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Yeah, he's not a fast boy. He never was, but when he needs to, he will.
Judgment Day is here.
Hello, kitty. Yeah, to the point of them bringing in like robot samurais. What were they called? Optimo. I like those guys. They have the creepiest faces.
We're here for the show.
Oh, I bet you are. It looks like L2 is like scanning. Yeah, I used to love the old cars. They would get tore the fuck up.
Just another day in old Detroit. I'm telling you, this town is.
Ooh, there's another scanner as well.
Like we're not there already.
This one came out after Terminator, so it was heavily compared to it, but no, it was a whole different beast.
Started shooting at anything that moved.
I can see your lady is still quite shaken up. I'll get one of the paramedics to
Damn.
check on her.
Funny, every prostitute looked like that.
She's only Jones.
Please disperse.
I wouldn't bother. I already ran the plates.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. It's like nice robotic voice, but it has a little bit of humanity in there somewhere. It's mainly just like the makeup. Like Peter Sellers went through a lot, but it used to look like he could just peel his face off because most of his brain was lost, but he kept his face almost as cosmetics.
If it keeps on like this, we're gonna run short of body bags.
Damn. This is after they stormed the Channel 9 News, huh? Now we're here to clean it up.
I'm gonna give you 10 milligrams of diazepam to make you comfortable.
Jesus. Are they still held hostage in there? Yep. That's where we come in. Let's go. So most people just call him Murphy.
We can't wait any longer. Those trigger-happy maniacs have a ton of hostages. But sir... Roger that. Over and out.
What is the situation?
Goddamn OCP
I think they got Peter Sellers to do the voice
SWAT
again,
arrives.
which is great.
That's our situation.
Looks like I'm on the way out.
Not so fast, buddy. Who do you think is gonna clean up this place? I'm not letting you off that easily.
You sound just like my wife.
Annie.
If that's the case, let's get you patched up. We wouldn't want to get on her bad side. Press here. Medic?
She's good. They got her. It doesn't sound like it, but they got the life likeness.
There you are, partner.
She's always been Murphy's
What the
go-to.
hell is going on up there?
I always thought there was a little connection between the two as well. Oh damn, they're gonna dangle some bodies off the edge or something.
Sorry, dude. The police want us to release the hostages. So no hard feelings.
Hey, you can't go in yet. We need to wait for the reinforcements.
Reinforcements.
Dude, I only ordered this yesterday
I
and
knew
I've
you'd
already
say
got
something
it.
like that.
I'm telling you, Irish Post is better than Amazon. Bum, 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 bum,
We
bum,
need to find
bum.
another way. It is too dangerous to cross.
For me. But you can take the heat.
They did a good job on Terminator,
Well,
did a
I'll
good
figure
job
something
on
out.
RoboCop.
Besides,
I really
you
hope
could
they
do
make
head start. Go on.
a Predator game. Because we got a Predator 4v1 thing and it just wasn't it. I'd love a Predator game that kind of encompasses the first movie and the second one, Concrete Jungle. I'd be so down for that. Because it was great Predator games back in the day. And these guys obviously know what they're doing.
Is it gold?
I don't mind them all being FPSs as well, that's fine.
He looks kind of familiar.
Because if you think of iconic, like, scanning and FPS stuff, definitely Terminator, Predator. Imagine Predator with the scanner, and the nuke,
Guys,
and the laser,
we've got
and
company.
the stealth.
Anyone expect?
Be kind of like Crisis, you know? Just saying. Alright, here we go. Time for a little combat.
Drop it, scum.
We get to see the scanner and everything. Alright. Cool, okay, we can punch. Yes. Nice. Let's go. I love the way it scans. Pistol, okay, we already have one. RoboCop's pistol is pretty damn good. Ah, sick. Oh, little stigmata. I hear the AI is People are saying it's close to Fear, you know? Dun, 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 dun. You can still go back to RoboCop, so yeah. Let's go. Ba-bum-bum. Who's next? Scumbags. Let's get some melee. Boom! Yes! This is awesome. Dun 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 dun. Who's next? God, this is amazing. Get over here. Headshots for days. Hold to repair. Cool. God damn, this is so violent. Come here, sir. Take that. This is RoboCop, baby. I didn't kill him. Damn. I can see your brains. Awesome. He is a one-man army. Cool, the repair thing is awesome. Most of the time he would get the shit kicked out of him. Like, RoboCop was not invincible. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Hell yeah. Storm, what up, dude? Real RoboCop would snipe them from down there via ricochet. True, he would. We have to have those hero moments, right?
All personnel.
Nice. I thought it was going to be slow, but it's not. It's not. Fuck off. How you doing? This one was only like 50 bucks as well, which, like I've said, I've been taking so many great chances on 40 and 50 euro games, because everything's gone up to 80 here in Ireland and most of the EU. So 50 has become the new like 30-40, you know. So that was like Atlas Fallen, fantastic game. And now RoboCop. I'm telling you, fuck the AAA, man. Let's take a chance on the AA.
About the weight limit?
This looks awesome.
Lewis, you're here.
So far, so good. Look at that OCP on it.
We need to get these elevators back online. The service box is in the
I
basement.
hope it goes through his whole, like, rage against the machine.
Let me.
I doubt you had time between all the heroics, but I got a key card from the janitor.
Aw, but we love his crazy
do some
fucking
real street
spike
work from
knuckle
time
that
to
he
time,
has.
You know?
Nice and violent.
After you.
Seeking to keep the satire going. Basically just a
They sabotage the elevators and
walking
staircase
joke.
too. They
That
obviously
is
don't want to be
the
disturbed.
police department. Yeah, Lewis stuck at him all the way. Almost got killed a few times. Saved Murphy's life so many times. And she's just human. She's just a badass. Let's see, have we got any collectibles or anything? Yes, stolen wallet. Crime evidence. Good. So we've got that cool lock on. You don't have to use it. And then we have scanning. Let's see where that comes into it. These guys also made the Terminator game, Resistance. And they did a Xbox Series X version. The reticle is a bit too old school, but I'm with it.
That graffiti is fresh.
I bet some of those idiots are still here.
Is this something you'd play yourself? Any? Yeah. Heal yourself. Do I need to heal? I suppose I do. Any love for RoboCop? What else we got here? Alright. Recovery charges. I guess that's what that is. Didn't seem to take it from me though. Then we got unlimited ammo in his own pistol. Alright. Let's go! Motherfuckers, breach this! Boom! Damn, that was
Any
cool.
more tricks up your sleeve?
Nice little
What a warm welcome, don't you think?
stranglehold feeling. Remember stranglehold? Scumbags finish last. He is strong. This might be worth playing on higher difficulty. We'll see. We'll see if we have the ED, what was it? ED209. Little doggy. Fake money. Well, well, well. It would appear that we have a counterfeit fucking project. Alright. L2. Investigate individuals. Scanning. Nuke overdose. Alright. That's what they're doing to everybody. It's like they're living in fucking drug addict hell. You should too. Oh, nice. More recovery charges. It's cool. I think the old school reticle and such really fits with RoboCop style when it being a slightly older movie, right? They've nailed it. Don't make me do it, man. Sorry. So lovely and gory. Careful, Lewis. I always love the little fucking funny moments we would have. Oh, recovery charge at max. Well, then we should be at max. Have you been playing anything yourself, Storm? We just finished up Spider-Man 2, so that's why I treated myself to this. Pistol, nope. And next week we'll have the Super Mario RPG remake, which is a very important game. We wouldn't have got Paper Mario or any of the Mario and Luigi games without it. He's not as slow as he seems. The reticle movement seems a little slower, but actually in combat you can tell it's perfectly fine. You don't really need to adjust your sensitivity. We'll see how that goes though. Alright. Oh my god, headshots for days! You guys must all go to the same barber, huh? Can we throw the grenades back? Maybe not. Damn, I shot the gun out of his hand. That was sick. Where'd that gun go? Hold on, Lewis. That looked like a good gun. Like an M4 or something. There it is. Ah, it's just AK. AK-74 instead of AK-47. Any other goodies over here? Hell yeah. I don't know how long the campaign is. I'm not expecting too much. You know, these old first-person single-player games, unfortunately, they've become quite rare. And I miss them, you know, the old days of Crisis and fucking Alpha Protocol and what were we talking about earlier, like fucking use RoboCop vision to investigate objects. Okay. God, even things like Bioshock has just disappeared off the face of the planet.
I am detecting a short circuit.
Oh, there's the gum. She does love blowing her gum.
I think I've got something just for that.
Oh my. There it is. Finally coming useful.
You are very resourceful.
Don't make me do it. Aim is for head, right? Right. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. We played a bit of Smite and Risk of Rain 2. Hell yes. We have some Risk of Rain 2 fans in the community. They've been waiting for the console DLC for like 2 years or something. Finally got their shit together. Hello, are you the scumbag leader? They nailed all the haircuts.
So,
fucking
friends in blue finally
Flea from Red Hot Chili
glamorous
Peppers.
show. I'm afraid you're too late for my autograph. Chopper's ready. I've got to go, but the party goes on. Guys, make sure you provide all our guests with a decent amount of amusement, so don't skimp on the nuke.
Okay.
See ya.
What a freaking psycho. We need to be quick before they kill anyone else. I know that look, Murphy. You saw something, didn't you?
This one's like an original story, but it seems to be set, obviously,
the law, Lewis.
amidst 1 and 2, I think.
Just keep in mind that I'm here if you need me, partner.
I have a soft spot for the 3rd movie, and it's definitely considered one of the worst.
Slime bags detected.
Just look at that, boys! The police dog and its bitch!
Not sure which one is which.
You're gonna take that back.
Need a little more emotion in the voices there if you're not RoboCop. Sheesh! God, look at all the brain matter everywhere. Hell yeah. Oh, no way, huh? Looking for a new PC? Come on, right up, fuckbags. Sheesh! You're going out the window, scumbag. Oh, this is the best. This is the best. I didn't think that was gonna work. But we gotta break a window. I mean, come on, we can't just throw him out a window. I wanna break a window with his body. How you doing, Thurtis? Nice goggles. Oh. Windows are not very reinforced for skyscraper. Come here, you. Nice. I hope they have insurance. Nice. So you can blow up the fire extinguisher. Nice, really good destruction. Haven't seen this much destruction since Fear, huh? Finally a good use for these old PCs. See, is there any evidence around? Step aside, Lewis. Oh my god, the fucking blood splatter and head popping noise in my ears right now. I'm very, very happy. How you guys doing? Lacuna, hello, dude. Good timing, sir. How you doing? Playing the new RoboCop game? And let me tell you, whew, the violence, the blood, the fucking AI. I'm digging it. They got it right. These guys have gone from like, probably almost shutting down. They're a Polish studio. And they made a Rambo. I always come back to it, Rambo the video game, because Angry Joe made such a big thing about it, so it'll just be cemented in my memory forever. It was an unrailed shooter for Rambo. Ooh, it was bad. Even like under light gun standards, you know. Like I grew up the arcades playing fucking, what was it, House of the Dead and Time Crisis and most of the big classics, you know. So I know unreal shooters and light gun games, trust me. I used to love House of the Dead. And then when they all came to basically Sega Saturn, we bought all the peripherals. So, like, all that plastic shit you would buy for the Wii wasn't actually out of, you know, my schoolyard at all. I'd already had so many cool shit. I used to have the Sega Bass fishing rod for the Sega Dreamcast. And it had no line, but it had all the buttons and knobs and the reel on it. It was so addictive. The whole family was playing it. But yeah, this is really cool. So I get set during the first and second game. There's no like origin story or anything like that. But, you know, it mightn't have hurted from doing that. So we've got Alex Murphy. You can hear his footsteps. It's great. We've got his kick-ass gun. We've got the legendary soundtrack. Hell yeah. And we got his partner, Lewis. We've got a hostage situation. Let's see. Collecting a couple of... Yeah, then they moved on to Terminator Resistance, which I hear very solid things about, you know, and it even got like a next-gen version, so I might get that down the line. This one was only $50. I'll be honest, it was between this and Modern Warfare 3, and the more I looked at Modern Warfare 3's size and price and everything, I'm like, fuck this. Can I have this? Oh, I have to scan it, I'm stupid. Nice. So yeah, you can go into like scan mode, and you hold down L2, you get like these scan lines, you see that? And it will pinpoint just like you saw from the movies. You can pick up a whole lot of shit and throw it. He's really strong. He's got melee. Nearly punched the skull off him. He's got a couple of guns you can pick up. Hell yeah. Let's see where this goes. There's only 50 as well. Let's go! Are you ready? Locked, huh? It's not a problem. Hostage situation. So we're gonna have to kill everybody or else it's over. When you face criminals who've taken hostage, you have only a few seconds. Alright, here we go. Breach! Oh, look at her body going flying. Damn. That was as fast as he would go.
Thank God you've come.
I think we lost
this
one.
lady really needs to see a doctor.
I know, look at the stink off her.
Murphy, these people need help. Why don't you go ahead? I'll stay with them.
Right.
I think they nailed the lighting. Character models are pretty damn decent too. Like obviously not perfect or anything, but I think it goes well in the world. I would rather, maybe if the quality's a little less, I'd still rather the characters look like they fit in the world where they come from, rather than fucking, you know, uncanny valley. Like, that was an issue I had with Eleanor. I loved it to death, but sometimes it felt like real faces on top of, you know, really bad 360 art style at the time. But yeah, GTA 6 probably next month. I'm not expecting the world, you know, I've kind of seen a lot of the leaked stuff already. I'm expecting Breaking Bad meets Narcos, which, if you don't know Narcos, it's kind of another one of those based around Pablo Escobar and drug cartels in Mexico and South America in general. But, you know, it'll sell like hotcakes. Alright, I guess this is for night vision. Okay, I thought it was a type of scanner. Risk of Rain DLC. I know, dude. Storm that just came in there was talking about it as well. I hope you get it, man. Console a year or two late. Right. Is it expensive? It's been forever since I've seen the movie. Nice. Yeah, most of you guys seem to talk about the 2014 remake, right? Was it 2014? Jesus Christ, it's nearly 10-year-old as well. But this is based on the original movies. They probably want to forget about that, honestly. So yummy and gory. Check this shit out, dude. Watch. Boom! Didn't like that, huh? How about one of these? Dude, I go from Spider-Man being the ultimate power fantasy, critical hit, nut shot. Spider-Man being power fantasy to this, all power fantasy. Hold on, someone snuck up behind me. These fuckers wearing welding masks, huh? Dude, shoot him in the balls actually is a critical hit. What? Critical? It's critical ball hit. Oh, it takes me back to like Crisis and Fear and Bulletstorm. Those guys, people can fly. They're working on something new. They're great. Probably a new Gears. We need more of these goodies. How good is his gun as well? 50 fucking bullet mag? Like, sheesh. Yeah, I have a soft spot for the third movie. I was talking about that with Beverly Hills Cop 3 as well. It was the only one. We'd always get the weird sequels on Irish TV. It's so powerful. This is the first game in a while I've like, I better play it on a harder difficulty. Say hello to Grandma, kid. Everyone gets nut shots. Nut shots from now on. I'm derailing and stopping it. Some really good robot-like enemies in the series too, so I hope they bring it into it. The ED-209, it was kind of like this bipedal little and it would make pig noises. And he would always make it like trip over. It was so funny. Or shoot itself. Make dog and pig noises. Big old robot. They used to use a lot of stop motion and claymation back then, so I dig it. That's what everything is lost in CGI. Some of it, yeah, they have to superimpose it and kind of looks out of place, but it was also kind of cool. It's probably another Stan Winston joint, because anything worth a damn back then was Stan Winston. From fucking Alien to Predator, the whole lot of them. The man is a legend. Legend. I think the only guy who was nearly better than him was Richard Button. He did a lot of the Thing and stuff like that. He was insane. He would do the gross out stuff, where Stan Winston was the monster and, you know, suit kind of stuff. Hell yeah. Fucking legends. Legends! And people will always fucking forget their name, unless they're a movie buff nerd, you know? Movie buff and movie nerd, whatever you call it these days. But I hope you're doing well. It feels like Friday now with new games. Hell yeah. Still have some more Alan Wake 2, and I want to get back into Cyberpunk 2 as well. Well, not Cyberpunk 2, that won't be out till like 2027, but Cyberpunk as well, you know. Apparently, like, BioWare do that N7 day. Like the dirty bastard. A trap. Oh, they've cut the lens. Remember he said, error. This is where Murphy used to take over, because he's still kind of human, you know.
Could you get the napkins from
Oh, there it is, his wife.
Sure thing, Mom. What are we having?
Poor Murphy. Yeah, it's definitely... Well, now it's like he's back in his house. Creepy.
Do I really have to? I wasn't playing in the dirt. Of course you do. No more discussion.
We're in a TV studio, so it makes sense to have sets, but I think these are kind of slipping over to his own house. Then we'll have like Max Payne probably back, you know, 2025 with the remake. We'll see. Those guys don't play. So, we're eating damn good, but more bugs, more pain for the devs, more layoffs. It's just, it's not right. Something's got to give, and by God it will. It'll do a tremendous fashion, as we know it. Can I get some soda? I didn't know that was gonna happen. Cool. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of licensed games come back, like Hogwarts, and really good ones, you know. Now, Terminator and RoboCop and Avatar next month. Like, it's great. We can do it well.
Alex, what do you think about the color of this dress? I'm not sure if I like the pattern. James really looks up to you. He said
It's surprised that we have a heartbeat. I didn't know his heart survived. I remember his lungs survived. He had his real lungs and part of his brain, and like I said, his face, it was almost like a cosmetic thing, you know. It was like it was slipped over most of the robot stuff. Didn't know he still had his heart. I suppose that was the idea, huh? Big king, huh? Big dick swinging. Yeah. Let me see. The sensitivity could do with like just a little. I don't know. I think once you start messing with sensitivity after getting used to it, you're just asking for trouble. Sometimes it's better just to, unless you're like cracked baby, you know. Camera shake reduction. Bum 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 bum. Let's just try that, okay? Let's not go too far.
Kill the hostages!
There we go. We know there's gonna be hostages. Let's see. Because the first time it didn't move quick enough, even in slow mo, for me to get to that second guy. Boom. We get them all. I think he still killed one or two hostages. That's tough. Maybe there's 100% where you... Yeah, look. Oh, jeez, he killed like at least two. They turn around so fast. Oh, shit. Go on, say the line. You know you want to. We haven't got the title screen yet.
No sudden moves, cop! I'm not dying here! Get me another one of those choppers! Like the one that took Soot!
Where's Soot?
You hear me?
You worked so hard, honey.
Oh wow, he sees his wife. That's messed up.
We all could use a little break from this reality, don't
She
you
was
think?
just smoking fox.
Wakey! I'm talking to you, Shiny! Stand back from that door, or I'll shoot her! I swear to nuke!
I don't know what I would do if I ever lost you.
You got 3 seconds! 3!
Our family is the only thing I need to be happy.
2! Are you fucking deaf?
Promise me we will stay like this forever.
1! Last chance, weirdo!
I love you so much, Amos.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Did Lewis do that? She did, Murphy.
You okay there, Murphy?
Whoa. No, he's glitching out. Yeah, so first movie you get obviously origin stories. It's fighting against corporations. Second, oh, she sees there was a glitch. She's gonna be trouble. Second movie was about like
what does it want?
Japan taking over America and corporations and all that, you know. And the third one was police and government versus community, and I kind of liked that. It was, you know, Underground Railroad type shit.
And I assure you that
I like that.
wants to be back
But yeah,
home
most
with
people
their
say
families.
shit. I liked it. There was a jetpack. There was weird samurai robots. Did a good job on his face. Like, you don't even get to see much of it. But if you don't get that right, he's not going to look like him. Even his weird giant lips. Yes! GG's. What a great opener. Yeah, so this one is Steam and next-gen consoles, which might hurt it a little bit, but I don't know. Like, we just heard that Spider-Man 2 has sold 5 million in 11 days, which is extremely impressive, but who thought any other, you know? But here's the thing, that although that's a win for Sony, absolutely, it's not really. It's a win for Disney. They only have the rights to make the games and to make the movies, but I guarantee you it's like an 80-20 split. So Spider-Man 2 and doing well on PS5. I'm telling you, Sony probably don't see
Get back in line.
as much as you think.
They're here.
Sergeant Reed, bona fide badass. Did a good job on Lewis.
Good job, Murphy.
I think you're forgetting someone.
Mm-hmm.
Officer Lewis, you were remarkable.
Soot ran off with his tail between his legs.
Would have been nice if we caught him, though.
All right, all right. Are you done with this circle jerk, huh? Good. We've got a problem.
Lewis here. She's always been like a little thing between her and Murphy. Uh-oh. Samantha Ortiz. She's gonna be trouble.
Especially one as unreliable as ROBOCOP.
Wonder what they'll work on next. They've actually, like, yeah, the track record mightn't be the best, but their work ethic is fucking awesome. I think Terminator Resistance was 2019 or something.
We all saw it hesitate in a
And then they made a next-gen version, which I know it does seem like just a port, but it's never as simple as that. Even their average port can take anywhere between a year or two. Especially when we all want 60 or 100 frames or whatever, you know? Yeah, 2019, November. This one just came out, so
I just want to snap her little neck.
it's pretty solid.
But she's got a point.
Yeah, this one's doing well. It was already on my radar because
was
I was talking about Terminator.
Incident.
But
it's a pattern.
Yeah.
A pattern that the old man wants
For every
examined
game I do get,
and fixed.
there's a few I have to miss out. This game came out my year of birth. Not this game, this movie came out.
Metal head of yours.
We know what's in Murphy's head. It's what's in yours that worries us.
Push me, and you might just find out. You, follow me.
Everyone is dismissed. And Lewis, I need your report.
We get to walk around. Nice.
On the double.
On it, Sarge.
So yeah, it's set in the future, but then there's like, and it's set in Detroit where it's just going through horrible crime and drug abuse with the nuke is the drug of choice. So you can see it's kind of retro future. We still have this big crack in our lens. That's awesome. Yeah, I didn't mind the remake. Like, it had lost like 90% of its atmosphere. It was going for what Dread did, you know. Maybe Dread came before it, I can't remember. But Dread was awesome. Yeah, that was 2014. Jesus, it does not feel like 10 years ago, but there you go. When was Dread then? Oh, I can't believe they just put out Dread and then moved on. No, Dread was 2012. So yeah, RoboCop was the newer one, was trying to copy Dread in a serious note. And the original Judge Dredd had some satire, a little bit of comedy in it, but it was pretty damn straight, you know? It was trying to be like the comics and stuff, you know? So they kind of go like that. Police going private. Okay, Motor City is the first city where police are owned by a private corporation. Omni Consumer Products, otherwise known as OCP. The bad guys, the big corporation, controlling everything, governments, everything. And the fact that they're known as consumer products, but they're making robots and stuff. Hello, sir. What are you in for? Please do not litter. I will break your arm. It's pretty cool, man. I like it. God, for love of Christ, give me another Ghostbusters game like this. Like, we got Ghostbusters, the video game, and even the remaster is fine, you know. But I honestly ask myself, why did they keep remastering the old games unless they're going to do a new game? And for the most part, that's exactly why they do that, you know. Bring in some money, but not always the case. Yeah, they're published by that Nacon, and I thought they were the guys that made it as well. Sometimes that happens. The publisher can still have an in-house dev, so I was wrong on that. But it's hard to keep up with a lot of these publishers, especially coming out of China, Korea, and Japan, because it's just, they pop up every fucking day. And these days, a lot of indie devs do become publishers, like Team 17 and things like that. They're like, well, we can stop putting out games ourselves and we're going to start publishing them. It's a good idea. It kind of keeps away from the big corporate bastards, but also make sure their games come out. Same with Devolver Digital as well. Devolver Digital don't really make games themselves. They publish them. They make sure they get out. They handle the marketing. They handle the quality control, the physical editions, all that kind of shit, you know. They're pretty good. They're trying to be extra meta, but they're a little bit too tryhard. Stinky situation. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. What's that? You got like a smelly person? Look, we got a map. I wasn't expecting this. Alright. We got primary objectives. Nice. Stinky situation. You got... Oh, no printed circuit board. Got some skill points as well. Nice! I was not expecting this. I thought it was just a bare bones FPS, which I'm completely okay with. We need more of that. Fuck yeah. Okay. We don't have our first one yet. There's probably no way of getting that skill point. Bonus weapon damage and your armor vitality. Fuse box recovery. That's cool. Engineering. Check modifier. Dash allows you to ram into enemies or quickly escape danger. Didn't know you had a dash, buddy. Maybe that's what that is. Slow motion. Cool. Alright. Pretty par for the course, right? Here's your ricochet that Storm was talking about. Let you hit enemies behind cover by bouncing bullets. Nice. He does like doing that. And then you got a ricochet split. It's wild. Deduction, okay. And then psychology. Yeah, I think the best thing the new RoboCop did was just add the bike. The suit was so weird, like they were like, oh, you look better in black anyway. And I was like, okay, it's cool, I'm fine with it. But then at the end, like, spoilers, he gets his normal suit back. He gets this suit. It's like he's, I don't know, kind of went forward and back a bit there. I like the, you know, the inside job, the internal affairs and all that. I like that idea. Can you imagine being a cop? Look at this cable control, it's worse than mine. I'm using, yeah, retro future, so you got this kind of stuff where they're using shagging old PCs and typewriters, and you got fucking robots walking around, so that's all you need to know. Don't make a mistake, man. You got a big robot standing over you. I'll never get sick of hearing him walk around. Because even the movie, it was the same. It was so imposing, like you knew everybody in the police department would just stop knowing that he was coming through. Alright. Estevez, you cutie.
I can deal with blood, guts, but puke is a no-go for me.
Oh, I'm glad. I thought he shit himself. Like the body horror idea. Yes!
You got your special gloves and extra protection, so you shouldn't mind.
I just did what you did, Lacuna. We just start watching Evangelion with a friend who's never seen it. Feels good to be back. Feels good. And I haven't watched some of the newer Netflix stuff, so I'm down for that. You know, the 33.3 shit and all that. I haven't watched any yet. Most of it is just meant as a reboot remake. So, yeah. Dead or a stink, you're coming with me.
I owe you one, Murphy. Oh no, the smell is following you. I'm gonna be sick.
They got Peter Sellers
I
to do.
don't remember getting on a roller coaster.
Don't vomit down the back of my suit, I swear to God. They got Peter Sellers to do the voice, which is nice. The shooting gallery?
Look who's back home. Just toss him in one of the empty cells.
Some of the cutscenes you can see the textures loading and everything, but it seems to be trying to do its own little thing.
Finally home.
Nighty night.
Sleep tight.
Oh.
Robo-Pig! Why do you have to spoil our fun all the time? You metal freak!
I can't use the punch button. I'm trying though. We could just call it sedation, right? Just a little knockout 1-2. We only flew. Goodbye. Alright, can we have a look at this shooting gallery? Highest score, 63. Let's beat it. Bum, 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 bum. That's it? Is it better to get a headshot then, maybe? Yes, it is. To what? Oh! Jeez, that was fast. I guess I beat your high score, bitch. 63. Get the fuck out of here. Bum, 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 bum. Dead on. Score 150 points. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yo, it got fucking fast at the end there. I wasn't expecting that. I have to turn your sensitivity up to do a bit better there. Do you win anything else? It's kind of fucked up for a robot to be human, though. Come on now. Just gonna create more classes and it seems to update as you go in. Look. It's kind of cool. You know what the money they must spend on lenses? What's going on here? Another side quest? These are servers.
Murphy.
Hello. Da -da 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 -da. Nowadays, if they brought RoboCop back, it would probably be a black gay character who's in love with another robot or something. I don't know. Fuck off. If there's a story to be told and it's worth doing it, I don't care about the details. Just do it. They have to shoehorn everything in there because children just fucking eat that shit up, I think. I don't know who's worse at this point, the fucking executives eating up this shit, or the kids being forced down their throat and accepting it willingly while they're fucking waiting for their next meal. Looking at you, MCU. Fucking goddamn it, a better name than Marvel Cinematic Universe for that much goddamn fucking mongoloids. Mongoloids. Hello, just our next target. Big man on campus. It looks like, I can never think of his name, but it looks like Red from the 70s show, that actor. And he was a villain in it, so it might be him. I think Kane from the first movie was better. Because spoilers, but they eventually turn his consciousness into another robot because Alex is doing his thing, you know. But he's a fucking psychopath with every disorder you can think of and a nuke addiction, so becomes kind of crazy. So when you get to see his face, it looks like that kind of acid wave, vapor wave stuff from back in the day, you know. Do you ever see it? Like some games try to recapture it. It almost looks like filming someone's face in stop motion where it's like, nah, and then they're glitching out. It's really cool. Almost rotoscoping or something. It's hard to put a pin on exactly what way it is.
When will this be fixed?
What's wrong?
Don't hold your breath. OCP isn't looking to spend a dime on our equipment.
Nope. Dr. Ramirez, step aside. Let me help.
What
Boom!
seems to be the problem?
My damn locker won't open. Can you try?
Alright, he'll fix it, but it'll never close again. Are you okay with that? Step aside.
Wait, what is all this shit doing in my locker?
We wanted you to be safe out there.
Stun grenades?
Yeah, you guys, very fun.
Put a damn shirt on. Alright. Thanks for wasting police time. I will dock you 2 months' pay. Wait, what? Mm-hmm. No, he wasn't a stiff like that. And here's the thing about the third game as well. It was kind of like, I don't know. You know, there was a lot of kids that liked him. He would save the kids. Became a little bit of a, you know, it was like a little Iron Giant moment, okay? Fine. I said it. Making sure nobody's smuggling contraband in their anus. Don't drop the soap. Drop the inflation. Kodo, how's it going? Hello. Whenever I'm out at a bar and the table has been faintest hint of bile. No. Right? Yeah. I feel you on that. I've done enough restaurant work in my time, and I had to clean up some heinous stuff. So eventually you just get desensitized to it. But I will never get desensitized to clean up the women's bathroom. That was the worst. Someone had like, Aunt Flo didn't just come to visit. Aunt Flo came to stay, and she brought her whole family with her, and it was just a trail of blood from the toilet to the sink. I'm like, the fuck happened here, man? Explosive fucking tampon or something? So yeah, that was the worst for me. I'm not really opposed to blood or anything. I think it was just,
okay, let's get on.
I think it was the thought of what else was going on, you know. But yeah, vom is pretty, I think it's the hearing it is the worst than seeing it for me. Bum, 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 bum. There's a lot of things like that that just desensitized you altogether. But how are you doing? This is the new RoboCop game. It's only $50. I'm loving it so far. It's got everything right. The lighting. We're just coming back in to get a service, you know, tune up, little oil, huh? Probably charge us $800 just to change our oil, just like a real mechanic. How you doing? Now, it didn't give us the origin story or anything. It just kind of expects these kids to know the beauty that is RoboCop, and that's fine. That's fucking fine by me. So it's kind of set between 1 and 2, it seems. Still kind of early days. Lewis is there, but she was in all 3 movies.
That's a nasty scar. I'd like to see the other guy. Am I right?
You do not. Trust me.
He's bloody pulp.
I'll just get this.
Explosive menstruation. There we go. Mike can see his face. That's the new word for it.
So here's the deal, Robo. The old man is not happy with your performance. Instead of sending you to the scrapyard as I suggested.
Oh wow. Whoa, they nailed his face. Well done. See the way it looks like skin over it?
You sure know
Could have
how
said
to
us
make
had
an
to
impression on the
spend
lady.
so long in makeup, as you can imagine.
Hurt him?
Hurt? Lady, he's a machine. He's legally dead. We can do
Damn.
whatever we want with him.
No,
Fuck
madam.
you.
It does not hurt me physically.
So we're going to equip you with a little monitoring chip. It will do a real-time check of your systems so we can get to the bottom of what the hell is wrong with you. From now on, your performance will be monitored.
There's still a little
and
human
graded.
in there.
So better be on your best behavior.
Oh, this is the
huh?
chip he'll have to go against. We can see the
chip
bullet.
is
The
in.
bullet's still in his head.
Let's see what we have here.
Someone taking this kind of stuff. 333 stuff's supposed to be an alternate universe in guessing after the ending of the first. Yeah, people weren't happy with the ending. So even back then, dude, like in the 90s, early 2000s, they had like they fucking tried to redo the ending like 3 times or something. It was almost like a Mass Effect 3 moment. But yeah, the Evangelion went on to inspire so much. I think every time you've ever seen, you know, like, is there a soul in a machine? Is there anything like that? Or, you know, any kind of a mech game outside of Gundam itself was probably inspired by Evangelion. Like, I talk about Zone of the Enders all the time, but it wouldn't exist without it. For me, it's not my favorite anime of all time. That goes to Ghost in the Shell. And I know it's a bit of a simple one, but that one just, it got me at a time. The movie, 1995, like, I was blown away. But Evangelion is, you know, probably better. Okay, here we go. Evaluation. So I think we fucked up, and I did let some hostages die. So maybe we can do better. I'm a B student, I'll take it. Okay, so here's the skill tree. See, it's not just basic point and shoot. There is a little bit of love put into this. These guys also made the Terminator Resistance game, which I'm going to try and get my hands on as well. Bum, 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 bum. This one's so good. I might actually, this might be one to give the old brother for Christmas as well. I'll see. Hey, Pyro, how's it going? And Bernie at the same time. Huh? Nothing weird about that. How's it going, lads? I keep wanting to say Happy Friday because it feels like that, but it's not. I was expecting this to come Friday, but whatever's going on with the Irish Post, somebody back there is getting their shit together, and it's been crazy good. Alright, so bonus weapon damage, stuns nearby enemies. Armor, damage reduction, reduces received damage by 80%. Wow. Fuse box recovery. Dash. I kind of want the dash, you know? It's between that and ricochet straight off the bat. Let's hit behind cover by bouncing bullets off certain spots. Activate ROBOCOP vision. That's what they call it. The dash seems good. Ram into enemies. Let's go for that. Oh, I have 3. I think you need 2 just to get a thing, right? Okay. Good to go. Yeah, this one is next gen only in PC, but it was still only 50. I am down for that. I've played more of those kind of AA €50 games this year that I have loved, you know. Atlas Fallen. Even Lies of P is a little on the cheaper side. Save current skills, yes. The right essay work, because I'm totally going to do one on Evangelion. I hope you do. I hope you do, because there's absolutely, if it's for psychology, dude, I can see it, you know. Yes, it's got a lot of religious themes, but it never harps on them. It's not about religion as the cult side of it. It's more about
the public trust,
the biblical visions and the ramifications of all that, you know. It's kind of like how I love stained glass church art, you know, that kind of way. But I fucking hate religion as a cult, as an organization.
Oh, yes, sorry. My name is Dr. Olivia Blanche. I'm a police psychologist. I specialize in dealing with police
So this would be a stinker. No, dude, it's really solid, you know?
Emotional trauma.
For a licensed FPS single-player game. It's up there with, like, Fear and Alpha Protocol and Crisis. Crisis is probably the closest. Here's the thing about Crisis.
However, one aspect of
it was always lauded for its graphics. Like, if you ask anyone about the story, they're like, there's the fucking suit that talks.
I agree. If it was up to me, I'd remove it altogether. What do you think, Doctor?
They are great games. And Crisis 4 is coming. We owe a lot to Crisis and Crytek with the Cry engine.
Officer?
We do owe a lot to them.
Is that possibly something that could
a lot
be
of
of
the
interest to you?
Anti-aliasing and stuff like that we use in modern video games were kind of invented by them.
Robo, Reed wants everyone in the briefing room in 5. It's about the new guy.
Like ambient occlusion and all that.
Excuse me, Dr. Blanche, but I am needed elsewhere.
Now they're a shadow of their former self. They can't push out a game at all. The Crytek engine is all but dead, which is kind of sad.
Well, can't say we didn't try.
Yeah, they're known for Crisis, but they've done a lot more than that. Far Cry wouldn't exist without them. That's why it was... All their games had the word Cry in it. Yeah, it was cheesy, but it was just the way they were. It was made by the Cry engine. So, yeah. That's the way they looked. That's the way they like to do that. So, Far Cry, Crisis. There's a few others. Warcry, I think maybe it might have been them as well. I don't know. Purchase. Okay. Alright. So yeah, even though it's a RoboCop program, he only ever made himself, you know? Everything else ended up being... Because I suppose this one technically wasn't a failure, but, you know, by that time they were trying to chuck him out with the garbage. Everything else they made after the fact, after this, was pretty much wholeheartedly robot, you know? They tried to remove the human consciousness. They fucked around with things with Kane, that didn't really work out. And we had the ninja samurais, but ED 209 was her own little thing, like a little doggy. I'm not gonna lie, I keep wanting to say EDP. It's fucked up. Him and then Chris Chan are two lolcows and fucked up freaks that I haven't actually done deep dives on, and I refuse to. There's all sick bastards out there. Like I was even looking up what's that guy's name? It's like Cobra or something, I think was one of them. And it was like Johnny Fingers. Some strange, just mentally degraded people that need to not be online. That's all it comes down to, you know. Some of them shouldn't even be in society. They need to be under 24-hour supervision, away from humanity. That is what it is. But people are fascinated by this stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I do have a weird morbid curiosity around it too. Like, you can go through your Wings of Redemptions and your Dark Side Phils and your Amberlynn Reeds, but they're just greedy fucking victim complex children, basically, you know, that haven't grown up. But, you know, none of them are responsible for anything illegal, you know. Some of the trolls go too far with them. It's like, there's a lot of bad bastards out there that you could put all that, you know, great fucking hacking to good use, you know. Oh, now we go to the shooting range. Of course, I got ahead of myself. But yeah, I'm not down with swatting. I'm not down with any of that stuff. I think it's all just kids playing with fire, you know. And the fuckers are going to jail for 5-10 years. Some of them. Stupid. There's absolutely.
Murphy, I heard you're scheduled for calibration.
There's no end game to that except death. It's one thing ordering food. We're gonna do this again? Okay, cool. Let's see, can I get better score than 157? Probably not. I think once they don't reach the end, you're good to go. Alright, this is the one I fuck up. It's so fast. No, he's reloading at the worst time. Fuck you. I couldn't stop him from reloading there.
Let the eggheads know that you're good to go.
We beat it though. 2-2-2-2-2-2-2. Some Fortnite together. Hell yeah. I'll do a bit after this as well. Season's pretty shitty overall, right? But especially for zero build, you can really tell. But it'll get better. We'll have hoverboards and stuff. We've already got many wins, so guns are a little hard to get used to. Why has he lost his emotion though? He's still got his normal human brain. He's only got part of it, dude. And they keep putting chips in and they're programming him to shut down those memories, but he keeps fighting against it, you know? Every time he has like a bit of PTSD or like a near-death experience, it kicks back in. So it's kind of like raging against the machine, you know? That's really all it comes down to. It's just a fancy way of going, like, he's still in there somewhere. But in terms of like body parts, I didn't even know he still has his heart. I don't think he does. Like, as far as I knew, he only recovered like one of his hands, one of his lungs, and part of his brain. And then like even his face, I don't just say it in this now, but even his face was like cosmetically there. Do you know what I mean? You can see where they had to leave like part of the bullet from the brain still in there and that. Yeah. So it's just an idea of adding a bit of humanity to it. But like on the surface, these movies were all, they look like your basic kind of action, grotesque violence movies of the 80s that we all love. But it's not that at all, you know. It's far more than that. It's all that, but it's also satire and a play on the corporations. And even the movies afterwards, it was like people were scared at the time of the Japanese invasion of technology. You know, like, oh, everybody's using Toshiba instead of this. Even the cars, even to this day, there's still dudes that are like, damn foreigner cars and all that. It's like, whatever, dude. Like, you're living in the fucking past. I think that's the way. So nowadays, used to be, when I was growing up, it was all made in China, and then it was all made in Taiwan. And nowadays, it's not that. Go look at your clothes. Go look at your toys. You know, ones that are new. It's made in Bangladesh. Most of that stuff is made in Bangladesh. It's his own country off from India.
What's on today's agenda?
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, with the satire, people don't really get that nowadays. They're afraid of satire, but it's basically a way of poking fun at something without directly mentioning it, you know? It's a staple in British humor.
We need to find him before things get out of control.
But it can work. In this case, it's a little more face value, like, evil corporations bad, cops bad.
I want you to start by checking the arcade downtown. It's become a high-activity area for punks.
It even takes the piss out of media as well, you know?
Everyone else, keep your eyes open. Any questions?
Refuse to know any more about... Yeah, I know, dude. I couldn't look into it. The last thing I looked into was that crazy bitch that led him down. She was scarier than Chris Chan.
That's over 24 hours since he's been in
contact evil little woman.
Are the two cases connected?
A lot of Freudian teams too. The whole idea of Evas are based on Freud's theory on attachments. Hell yeah.
Alright, now get out there.
I love that. Yeah, the simple concept of you being a pilot to a machine, but it's all emotional and biological connection. That has come up so much. Obviously, even Ghost in the Shell itself. Those two are around the same time. Ghost in the Shell might even predate Evangelion a little bit, but you know, it's around the same time. The most that people remember from Ghost in the Shell is the movie, which was 1985, and that would have been you know, a little after Evangelion, but it was around beforehand. But the movie is like one of the best. It's actually that kind of, I was saying even to friends, I'm like, that's kind of my aesthetic, you know. But yeah, super cool. And I've seen it so many times, like, oh, if the robot gets hurt, you get hurt, you know, that kind of way, like a psychological connection. And that's come up so much, and it all goes back to that. It all goes back to that. There's probably examples of it beforehand. I mean, we're talking about, you know, hundreds if not thousands of years of like literature. It might not necessarily be robots, but it might be something else. As if people didn't write about the idea of that kind of stuff. Aliens and robots. They did, my friend, they did. Alright, Lewis. Did a great job on her. I don't think that's her actual voice, but I might be wrong. She's cool. She's his little partner in crime. I do think there was a kind of a connection. It was mainly a friendship. They never explored anything or pushed it too hard, but she really does, you know. She really does love him. And she's just basic human, so I always like scared the shit out of me the amount of trouble she'd get into. And the Sarge did a great job on him. Looks exactly like the actor. He's a good dude too. By the time we got to the remake in 2014, they were like, no one's safe, you know. The only character that stuck around was that chap from The Wire. He was like his buddy, you know. He's but the whole in that movie, the whole police were corrupted. You know, this was funny times for police movies between Dread, this, and you know, just have straight up comedies like Police Academy, which are classics.
Please help me out here.
What's wrong? Too many complaints? What are they complaining about? This is cool. I like this. Sorry, I'm getting off beat a bit.
What?
You better be able to explode a horribly mutated guy. Yes! I was just talking about that. One of the best deaths ever, right? This guy gets acid dropped on him. Might even be actual nuke. And he ends up being this like melted blob, and he walks out into the street like, help me! And the dude drives over him and he explodes. Just explodes. Great. Don't call me Robo. Alright. I'll leave the precinct. Anything else? Let's have a look at her. Metro West. It's actually a good bit here. Look. Stand behind the counter. Okay. Can do a little bit of work here. Open a new line. We'll take you here. Welcome to the DMV.
This line is open.
Hello.
Please form an orderly queue.
Look at this motherfucker.
Officer, I have a problem.
Yeah, I know you do.
My neighbors are hostile toward me. I think it's because they're jealous of my new dog.
Sounds about right.
Why would they get so worked up every time I take him for a walk?
What is his name?
Your dog probably has a bigger dick than your neighbor's.
Red coat, so I called him fire.
Oh.
He likes to hide, so sometimes I have to yell, "Fire! Fire!" to find him.
Well, that's what's wrong.
Anyway, can you do something about my neighbors?
No, no. You disrupt public order, issue a ticket. No, issue a warning. Dude, you gotta change the name of your dog, man. People think there's a fire happening. You shitty bastard. Let's not issue a ticket, Jesus.
No, but I will let you off for the warning.
That's fine. I don't mind paying
You serve the public trust.
Dog in all Detroit.
Next, please.
Will you change the fucking... change
I
the
got
dog's
something
name?
for you, officer.
Oh, yeah?
I know where you can find a wanted criminal. That poster over there says there's a reward for that information.
This guy's off his tits on Nuke.
I
How's it
want
going?
details.
Hello, Dynamite. How you guys doing? He's all gonna play some Fortnite?
I'm the guy
Oh,
from
yeah.
that poster, so
I'm down to join after.
here I am. Now, give me the money.
I will have to detain you.
Fine, but I still get the reward.
Sure, you get the reward of not dying. You can hope for a reduced sentence.
You can hope for a reduced sentence.
Yeah, seven for the essay.
Reward I was hoping for, but I'll take it. It'll be
Super
good to
campy,
get
I have to be
back
honest. The whole game, the whole premise, that's just the 80s, huh?
Take him
True.
away.
True.
Next, please.
Not as campy as like the
Officer,
60s and
I would
70s.
like to report my son missing.
Even the 90s. I think the 90s are pretty campy too.
He's 24, but he's never been gone for so long without letting me know.
How long has it been?
Just over 2 days now.
To me, campy.
We do not consider an adult missing.
I think we all have a very distinct,
Please, I'm
you know,
begging you.
description
Something's not
of
right.
campy as well.
You really need to find him.
I think for most of you guys, like, campy almost gets into the side of cringe, and that's okay. For me, campy goes on the side of flamboyance and just straight up gayness, you know? And it's nothing wrong with that, you know, nowadays, but back then it was so in your face, and it still can be in your face these days. I was like, oh, Jesus, that is one flamboyant motherfucker. Come back in 24 hours. No, we gotta help.
What is his name and address?
This is what's wrong.
George Elkins, 7706 Orchard Avenue.
Let me check.
I want to see RoboCop typing, please.
Was found dead.
No!
2 hours ago.
No.
What? Oh, no.
I'm so sorry. I killed him. I killed him. You're welcome. Bum 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 bum. I killed your son. Dun, 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 dun. We found him. We found him dead 2 hours ago. And then I shot 2 more bullets into him to make sure. Nice. And that's all we can do in here for now. You have a cheeky.
Cruiser's ready for you, Robo.
Thank
Go
you.
get him.
He drives the most old beat ass car, but that's where the retro future stuff comes in. What about the destruction? No. What's it? Demolition Man. What do you think about Demolition Man? Did you ever watch that? That's a great another Stallone movie, but it also has a few campy moments like the seashells to wipe your ass and the VR sex. Kind of predicted VR sex, I'll be honest with you. And Dread itself. Any Stallone movie has a level of campiness. Like maybe some of his lines feel kind of cringe. I would say that I would call that campiness, where it's a product of its time, and it's like, oh, that doesn't work at all. It might even have felt a bit weird even at the time, but we liked them for that. Same with Arnie as well. Like I wouldn't give up those games for or those movies for the world. I want them to make a Predator or a Dread game. Nice, yeah, good old fucking Sparks. This guy he'd drive it like he stole it. Even though putting his foot down, probably he goes Flintstones, you know? Yeah, if they do a Predator game or a Dread game next, I'm here for it. I don't know how they're getting the licenses, but they're doing it. I don't know if they'll get another Stallone license though, because that Rambo game was dog water. I'm sorry. It's very hard to forgive a on-rails shooter, even back then, 10 years ago. But if it's very good, it can work. To make a bad on-rail shooter. What up, little home dog?
Just burn it all.
Be cool if there was a morality system. This looks really good. I don't know if it's using Unreal Engine 5. It kind of looks like it is. They seem to be working on their own thing. It was some kind of like Intel Arc system or something. Nice. A lot of these areas, because you can't do much with them, they always feel like those kind of Unreal Engine demo things that people use on their resume. It's all nice, but it's just window dressing. It's fine. It builds the atmosphere, and you get like a nice smoky, grimy, smoggy. It's really beautiful. But when there's no interactivity or even chatting with people.
Coming up, is your air freshener secretly killing you?
Yes, it is.
Find out at 11.
'Cause I ate it. Would your air freshener taste nice? Stop fucking making air fresheners of strawberry smell and all that, you know? Alright, so we're looking for Soot. Issuing tickets. Oh, cool. Issue tickets. This motherfucker parked beside a fire hydrant. Time to die. Scumbag.
One parking ticket is all it takes to improve mindfulness.
Really? How about you? You ain't gonna pay that shit. If I catch you tagging up these walls. This is cool. Kind of reminds me of Deus Ex in a weird way as well. That was Detroit as well, you see. Ernest Scared Stupid. That'd be great. Oh, Ernest. Rest in peace. What a legend. What a legend. Dude, Ernest. Fucking Beverly Hillbillies. Addams Family. Richie Rich. Man, the 90s slapped all sorts of ass. I didn't give a fuck. Yeah, a lot of campiness there for sure as well. Demolition Man isn't great. Oh. What about, did you watch any Jean-Claude Van Damme movies? I think most of his combat movies are fucking incredible, you know. Bloodsport, one of the best. But I do agree, like Time Cop and stuff, they're great movies, but yeah, you're right, that is some campy stuff. Time Cop was like, it's a very special place in my heart, because it was the first like set of tits I ever saw, and much more. I was full frontal in that movie. I should not have been watching that. But it turned into the movie where I would just sneak away to watch it. That's all I'll say about that. God damn it. Can you run? Yeah! And what's funny is you never really see RoboCop in the movies run very fast. You can. It doesn't help you much though. It's more of a light jog. He's moved fast in the movies when he
Can you help me out here?
yes.
Hey, man, Pig. Why make such a big deal?
When he's like in fucking motion capture and all that kind of stuff and animation. He'll jump around, but he'll never do
I'm
as
trying to catch this one shifty dealer.
Wasn't able to.
This guy steals nuke from other pushers to sell it at half
He had a
price.
jetpack as well later on.
buys from him, but won't tell me his whereabouts. I don't know any dealer.
Yeah, campy isn't always associated with gay to some degree. I know, yeah. That's just being honest. though. I hear you. I hear you.
Or you appreciate a discount.
I don't know why that is.
On me 'cause the guy broke your nose?
I think at one point
saying
something was campy was a compliment. I think I don't find it a compliment. When I used it, I don't use it as a compliment. I'm like, oh, this. I usually use it as a way to say it's just not for me, kind of thing, you know. Nowadays, since Modern Warfare and that, if you say campy, it just means some little prick sitting in the corner shooting low.
Do not worry. According to my
moves fast in the movies when he's falling from buildings, yeah. And the bit where he like jumps on the ED-209 and that. It was a nice little blend of stop motion and claymation and stuff. Everything had to be like superimposed, so kind of comes down to the acting at that point.
Let's hope it works. The dealer knows where the others hide their stash. We could collect nuke from the whole neighborhood if we get to him.
I will take care of it.
But you need to find a payphone first. Try near the supermarket. I think at least one of them hasn't been smashed by vandals yet.
I'd love to see them, yeah, to do a Dread game. I'd love to see the Mad Max guys do a Dread game, because Dread actually has some big lore, you know, when you're exiled into the fucking outer realms, and it does get a bit Dune, a bit Mad Max out there. And then there was like the what would they call it? The death judges or something. They were like fucking killers, you know. They're like creepy wraiths, skulls and shit. What the hell were they called? The dead judges or death or I don't know. Can't remember. It's been a minute. We'll find Soot. Soot is one of the criminals, but he's trying to join up with a new guy. And I think it might be the guy. You know, we're laughing about that guy getting crossed over.
Is there something interesting in that barrel? My sandwich fell in.
Aww.
Well, you've been dreaming of a hot meal, so here it is.
Oh dear. Blah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, Deus Ex Human Revolution is... Whew, what a game.
Hey, I'll learn less if you hang around here.
Okay. How much, missus? You ever serviced a robot before? Damn. Got an oil spill. Gonna have to serve you a ticket for that one as well, sir. Sorry. Damn. He's such a fucking meter maid.
One that likes swimming in oil surely must be swimming in money.
Damn. You took it around. Oh, Delta City. Nice. I'd love to see the Mask come back in a big way as well. Because that Mask is connected to DC, you know? Edge City, Dark Horse,
Mike
Vertigo.
was driving and we heard what we thought was a blown
Yo,
tire,
Cybers, how's it
but
going,
was
Amid?
just a
Hello,
good
dude.
shot.
Playing the new RoboCop game, I'm very happy. I'm very happy right now. It's definitely a love letter to the fans. It sucks that there's that much time removed from it that people are just remembering the remake. And you're like, fuck, this is exactly why I don't... And people always say, oh, give remakes a chance, give this a chance. And I'm like, I will give it a chance. But it also has a lasting, damaging effect on things if it's bad, you know?
And she
So I
takes
will be
off the
cautiously
top and
optimistic.
says,
Hey, this is a private conversation, pig.
What you call me? I actually don't think that the, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I don't think that the RoboCop remake was bad. It just didn't understand, didn't get the memo, and the budget was out of control, you know? Back in the day, these movies were made for like 20 million or something, and they would make 10 times their budget at the time, you know, which was a lot. Maybe even 120 million on a 20 million budget. But the remake had a budget of 200 million, and I couldn't find $7 of worth in it. I think these CGI budgets are, I think it's the biggest scam in the whole thing. Like, I know these guys work hard, but it's people on a computer, you know, on the computer. Are you paying the computer? So this is why I think Marvel budgets are so big. I think these companies spend months on stuff, and it's just really shoddy CGI. But that's to each their own. Like, there's people... They eat up Marvel movies. They don't care. They don't know what CGI, good CGI is. I swear half people watching these movies are blind. But then again, like, I'll never forget that red carpet interview with Brie Larson. I always get those two confused. Brie Larson, Miss Marvel, or whatever the fucking... No, not Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel. All the fucking Marvels. She was standing there and a guy came up looking for an autograph and he said he had watched Captain Marvel 140 times in cinema. He single-handedly saved Disney in that movie. And that's what's fucking wrong with modern society. When I hear people watching Mario movie for the 15th time in cinema, get a fucking life, dude. You're not actually helping ticket sales, you just think you are. Let's make it the best movie ever. Same way with the fucking Five Nights at Freddy's movie. We all know that's subpar, but now it's like the #1 horror movie of the year. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, this shit is rigged.
That's a serious.
You can't fix a fucked up generation.
Someone might think
you just have
I
to
would
start
allow
at the
such
bottom.
illegal activity in my high class.
You know, back in the 70s, 80s, everything was dirty and gritty in movies. And in reality as well. Things are not like that anymore. But it sure feels like that. I think it's the humans that are dirty and gritty and nasty. A mass dating sim. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad, right? Smoking!
Withholding information can lead to...
No, I'm vaping, so no, I'm good. Fuck!
Look, I'm a busy man.
Yeah, would he change his tagline to
office
vaping? Are they really banning flavored vape? What's the deal with that? 20 million was a lot back then, though. It was, dude, you're right.
You can't do that.
Good old inflation.
'Cause you don't have a warrant, do you?
Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe it had like a budget of 2 million.
What a douchebag.
Hey, you'd know. Takes one to know one, bitch. No. Oh no, maybe I was thinking of a different series. What I've noticed, I know there's just more countries, but 9 times out of 10, even today's, they're making more money outside of America and than they are, but I suppose it's one country versus the rest. Nice, it sounds like some old school classic. No, there used to be old Terminator games I used to play, little side scrollers and that. Little twin stick shooters. This looks nice. Why, you think he's too slow, do you? I think it's okay, you know. He is definitely known for that. What we got here? Pizza? Business letter. Suit my business partner. Recently your men started to act, shall we say, unusually. Questioning each other about it. Yeah, you know what's going on. These guys are getting high on their own supply. It only leads to one thing. Dead guys. Too many kids were smoking them, that's why. UK are trying to ban cigs and vapes down. Yeah, but whose fault is it that the kids are smoking them? Do you not think it's the fucking people selling them? Because we know, just like when I was a kid, I knew a dude that would sell cigarettes and drink to minors. It didn't matter because they were just trying to shift gear. Yeah, so there's much their fault as anything. What I think is it's oversaturation again. Like I see vape parlors popping up on every street corner, even in the smallest Irish towns, and like you're only going to get a certain level of customers, right? So if you fucking 6 or 7 shops in a town, you're fighting over the same business.
The owner participating in any criminal
there we go. Budget
activity.
13 million,
Are
and
you
then make
kidding
50 million.
Half the things I've seen around here would be enough to put him behind bars for a decade.
Let us hear your statement.
No way, dude. He might be a douchebag, but if you lock him up, this place will get closed down, and where am I supposed to play hooky then?
You need to go to school. Stay in. You lack discipline. Think of your future.
Children should not skip school. It is important for them to attend every single class.
Yeah, TV series.
Stop listening after should.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. You better run. You doing shit. Shit. Damn, I swear they made more than that. Where is this? There we go. Box office performance. No, not that great at all. No, I was way off. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe I was thinking of a different series. Still, at that point, like you said, it's a lot of money. So, if a movie turned a profit of 20 to 50 million, that was huge. Nowadays, you do that and that's a box office bomb. This is all well put together, you know. You're not exactly like next gen or anything, but we're talking about the AA space. You want to wonder how much this game's budget was. I'd say anywhere between 10 and 20 million, which seems like a lot, but it's not. You good, man? You on nuke? Just scratching and picking away at yourself? Slouching detected. Irrelevant to case. I don't know about that. We could fix that slouch right now. Boom. Imagine that. Just get him right in the fucking spine. See, you won't slouch ever again. You also won't walk, but you won't slouch. Did someone get sick here? Yummy. Expelled gastric content. Irrelevant to the case, but relevant to my nose. Nice. Hey, did you ever just stare at vomit for that long you almost see, like, a face in it? Is that Picasso? I know, like, I had a lot of different floor tiles. Why do they always, like, put tiles in the bathroom? I know they're easy to clean, but my little toesies are cold. But sometimes there, you know, when I'm in the middle of a plop clop, just a little, I tend to have, like, a little bit of clarity. It washes over me. The sweet relief of farting. And I start to see things in the little bathroom tiles, you know? Sometimes it looks like Jake Cavara. Other times it looks like Jake from Adventure Time. Bloodshot eyes caused by sleep deprivation and playing video games too long. Which one of you is meant to be a kid? I know what you've done here. You've done a fucking Bethesda Fallout where they don't make kids. They just take a human and they shrink it to 30%. It's creeping me out. Stop it. What we got over here? Sushi Smash. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Luckily, like, modern lighting systems, whether it's global illumination or even any old, like, the thoughts of ray tracing, they can add a lot of atmosphere to a game with very little work being put into it. I'm just saying. Hello.
I'm back with a warrant, cop.
Oh, I've got a warrant, alright. Okay. Area of investigation. Okay. What the hell's going on here?
I didn't know you had such amazing colors. And there's not one, but two of you?
Sir, How badly did you need to take a piss? You broke the urinal. Oh my god, I've seen guys squatting down taking a shit in a urinal. And I don't ever want to see that again. Hello there. Nice. Oh. Who sold you nuke? Kids
Your
on
body
nuke.
readings suggest substance misuse.
Oh man, a real like TJ Laser? You are
I know
so
that voice actor.
incredibly shiny. I'm definitely getting more of this stuff.
You care trying to ban? Yeah, Jesus. They'll never ban it. There's too much money coming in off it. But
You are my TV heroes. All right. All of the arcade staff will sell to you as long as you got cash. Unfortunately, I'm broke, but I have a great idea. You could help me sneak into the basement. They keep a huge stash of goodies down there.
Drugs in the basement? I will take care of that.
Would you really do
seems
that
like it's
for
a
me?
pretty
Way to
decent
go,
sized
TJ.
game as well. Like 10 hours or so. I think. Because I watched one guy and he's like, I'm on session 5 of a live stream of this. And I'm like, what? I thought it was like a little 4 to 6 hour jobby. Like most FPS. But it seems bigger than that. I'm fucking down.
Is that the ocean?
It is. Just put your ear closer. You guys all have the same fear as I do about airplane vacuum toilets. Just wave goodbye to your sphincter. Scanning material. Oh my god. The hell? A syringe with traces of hinge lubricant. Alright, cool. Irrelevant to the case. Yeah, because nuke is not taken through a syringe. There ain't no fucking needle for drugs. Nuke was this, like, it looked like one of those little, do you ever have those, like, fucking liquid sugar packets as kids? Almost like, I don't know what the fuck, it was just syrupy mess that you would drink. It's like that, except this is a highly fucked up drug. Alright, how do we get in here? I think it's probably behind here, is it? Now, this one there's not much shooting yet, but once we get down there, there will be. The shooting's amazing. It's grotesque and violent. We're fucking trolling fucking bodies to the wall. There's blood everywhere. We're able to throw things at, throw each other at each other, throw them out a window. Lots of headshot, brain matter everywhere. The usual, you know. It's gotta be here somewhere. Didn't they tell me to look for something? Fuck it.
Open the door. I have the warrant.
Oopsie, I think I dropped my key somewhere. You'd have to break down this hardened door if you want to get in.
That will not be a problem.
Breach. Let's go. Ready. Guns at the... Oh, Jesus. He's okay, everybody. Oh, dear. No. Don't look. Don't look, Timmy. Close your eyes. Yeah, I'd be so down for that. Predator needs its time to shine again. Used to have a great one back in the day with the Concrete Jungle. Based on the second one. Are we gonna... Come on, you little fuckers.
Surrender your weapons.
Light him up!
I love that you get a critical hit from shooting him in the balls. Watch this. Ball shot! You there. Care to fly? Who else is shooting at me? We can pick up other weapons. Micro SMG. He's okay. God, it's so grotesquely violent. All it takes is a little bit of love. And ragdolls. And blood. And brain matter. Crime evidence. How dare they take over an arcade? The Terminator Resistance game, I think, is mainly based in... Oh, I could have used this. In the future, you know? The dead future. But imagine if it was like toe-to-toe for Terminator 2. I think every series has a random best one of each, you know? Alien's kind of the outlier, because nearly every movie feels like a different genre. Please, have a seat. To the face. If you're not doing one-liners, what are you doing? How do I do the dash? Is it? Oh! The blood! Bombo clat. Okay, I think I found out how to do the dash. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry about that. They will not even be able to recognize you with dental records. I'm sorry. So many chairs, so little time. Yeah, what about a full house FPS? Oh my god! Cut it out! You're shooting at me! Okay, dude. You got the little twins running around just fucking murdering everyone. Dude, you know, Chucky and Dead by Daylight might be enough to bring me back in. Just when I thought I got out. My biggest issue is the queues and the tiny maps. And people have gotten so good that there's no fun to be had when you're just being trolled, you know. But people seem to get off on that stuff. Say nuke or get lost. You're a loving superstar boss. Okay. To find out who the hell that is. I think it's going to be a unique villain, maybe. Some nuke right there. Yeah, the other issue with the vaping as well, like, at the end of the day, it's everybody's choice, but they really have been making it look like kids. Look at this. Nuke 'em if they're pretending it's a board game. This is exactly what is wrong with these substances. Like, back in the day, they were selling you fucking cough medicine with cocaine in it and shit like that, you know. And then there was advertisements on TVs as late as the 1950s with kids smoking, you know. So it's just as time has gone on. But yeah, if they didn't advertise this shit to kids, it wouldn't be so appealing. And then as kids, you just gravitate towards things that you're told no to because we are little destructive babies. I know I did. Locked. Who cares about that?
Open the door, or you will regret it.
Can't a guy just sell drugs to kids without you harassing him every 5 minutes? Who am I hurting, huh? They all want it.
Duh.
Where do I find Soot?
Well, if that's the case, shut it, bozo! Unless you want to end up in the ghost house like that cop's informant! And don't you dare open that door, I'll shoot you!
Engineering 2. Fumes are filling up the room. Clue. There's a traitor in your midst. Have it your way. Can I use this?
I have detected a fault in your ventilation system.
This is cool.
Your room is filling up with fumes.
Conversation choices? There's a little detective going on
here. I can already feel it. I can't take it. Not with my asthma.
That was easy.
No, don't you touch that door, you damn hypochondriac! Fuck that. I'm getting out.
Mm-hmm. And they didn't load that part, huh?
Tell me, where can I find Soot?
Straight to business, huh?
Looks what? Like and that guy just surrenders? Oh, I should have breached.
I wanted to help you. I can't. Only his closest people know his whereabouts.
Trying to go a little fallout with it. Hey, Jack, what up, dude? The fact is up.
I don't want or need to know more than
Life
when
is
the next
up.
shipment is coming.
How you doing?
You must know the location.
Appreciate you guys hanging out. Sounds like Eddie Murphy doing impressions, right? It is actually the actor.
What's in it for me?
Just maybe he played it a little too. But, you know, he's a goddamn RoboCop. Shortened sentence, I will make you comply.
Interrogation sequence initiated.
You can't do it! I'm a respectable citizen, and I have complex health conditions.
Aww.
Okay, fine. I'll talk.
I hope he gets his fist spike out.
They've taken
it's meant for hacking.
It's what they call one of their sites.
Sometimes it can be used.
From what I've gathered, it's that big burned down building a bit down the road. Anyway, that's all I know.
Sounds like I love Eddie Murphy. Will he ever come back? You think? He didn't really necessarily shame himself, right? He just was like, "Oh, he's got 15 kids." I'm like, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Fucking, they're out here trying to break the Guinness World Record or something. Alright. It would have been better to beat the shit out of them. That's okay. Okay, as soon as we have a safe here, we'll just open it up. Scan it first. This is really good. And it was only like 50 bucks as well. Secret button. That's a horrible noise. What's it open? Open something. I always find what I need to do before I need to know what I need to do. 62. Alright. Armored gate installation. Thank you for choosing security innovations. What else we got here? Safe code. Nice. What a dummy. Deduction level 2 required. Ah, I'll deduct from you now in a minute. Engineering level 6. Do we have any skill points at the moment? No, we do not. Deduction level 2. Hand scanning lets you often detect helpful information. Just fucking look at it. It's right there. I wish it'd let me put it in there. I'd figure it out. I'd figure it out. Consider yourself fucking dead. What else we got here? Some incriminating photos of the torch heads as well. Okay. A few nasty beers. I should whoop your ass. Alright, what did that open?
Stay here. Dispatch. Requesting a squad car.
I heard it open something. The fuck? Maybe he was upstairs. What's this got to do? Why is there a eyeball there? Hey! Maybe I could have shot that or something? What did it open? Oh, hell yeah. How did I not see this? Training disc. New skill point. Nice. What the hell's that doing here? Stolen jewelry? And that might let us level up, wouldn't it? Oh, now you got a little skill point up the top. I see it. I do. It won't be enough to get us deduction level 2, though. Yeah, it looks like there's... And look at this here. Look, no printed circuit board. So maybe you can make guns or something later. I don't know. Have to see. That sucks that I'm doing... This one's scanning, but this one's deduction. This one has enhanced scanning in it. Hey! This one's the ricochet. Come on, you gotta get the ricochet. Ricochet. Nice. So it looks like it only ricochets when you're in your little scanning mode. I wonder how you make it happen. Oh, I could do it healing. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. Now that's something that good old RoboCop didn't have, was the chance to fucking heal on the fly like that. Couldn't do that. He usually got himself completely fucking wrecked every battle. And then he come back. And then they just use stronger ammo and it would tear through him. But he'd always find a way. Fucking jetpacks and other crazy exosuits and shit. Always, everything looked kind of, whoa, everything looked kind of awkward in a way too, but still kind of ahead of its time. These kind of guys, RoboCop included, a lot of them were positioned just to sell fucking toys. By God, did they sell toys? I'm thinking I missed something there. That hidden button definitely opened. Everyone's cleared out once they heard the firing, of course. It said something about a metal gate, an armored metal gate. Is it back here or anything? I think it's just on the way out, is it? That guy's still shit in the urinal. Shit in the urinal. What do they call that? The upper deckers when they shit on the top part of the toilet. I don't know what the shit in the urinal is. You're nasty. How would you view gaming this year, and what games are you looking forward to in 2023? It's been a great year for games. I think one of the best. But it's been so buggy as well. So we're seeing a horrible decline in proper QA testing. Half of them getting fired. Probably AI trying to take over, doing a shitty job.
This is Reed. Mayor Kuzak just stormed into my office. Apparently, his niece's
definitely one of the best.
Find it. This
in
goes
a long
to the
time.
top of your priority list. You can start by asking about it at some of the local
It's up there with like 2013, 2015.
It's a blue SUX 6000 registered to Melissa Kuzak.
Alright. Yeah, so, like, so far, like, Jedi Survivor, I think, was my game of the year, and Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 just pinched it out there. I still like the combat of Jedi Survivor more. I know that seems like a lot, because Spider-Man 2's combat is great. It is a step up, but it also has the same problem as the first game, where you're like, you know, 10 or so hours in, you're like, that's it. But what else can you do with Spider-Man, you know? You can't start growing extra legs. There's not much more you can do. No, it was a great game. The ending left a little bit to be desired too, but that's just me. I'm weird like that. I'm an outlier when it comes to these things. Everyone seems happy with most of those games, and I'm like, were you really? Like, God of War Ragnarok just did not do it for me at all. I think it was the safest game they could have done. It didn't move the needle at all. Ragnarok itself was like 20 minutes of gameplay. I was like, what the fuck? But the actual, like, you know, gameplay, when you break it down, like, everything else they added was great. All that's great. Yeah, story, very, very weak. Probably the weakest God of War story I've ever played. That's sad to say. Was this Knight Rider? Knight Rider could be another cool one. It's good old Kit. David Hasselhoff and he's talking car. Yeah, God of War. Like, I played all the God of Wars, like fucking Chains of Olympus all the way to Ascension. Yeah, they still had great stories. I'll argue they were great. Some of them were just kind of side filler, but good filler.
Hey, I might be a little
Ghost of
late
Sparta, one of the best.
But sending a one-man army seems like.
But yeah, Ragnarok just too safe. Sony needs to change their name to Safe. You know, it's 4 letters as well. All their games are super safe.
Fancy car and fancy name.
They're afraid of pissing people off. Ever
dealing
since
with
The Last of Us Part 2, they refuse to take a leap in a story. Everything feels like 1.5, 2.5, you know. I keep waiting for this ultimate changing moment in a series. Nope. Not Horizon, not God of War, not Spider-Man.
But can a man go about his business without being harassed all the damn time?
You can tell what's going on with Sony right now. They're in between a generation. They're in between presidents. They're in between all that stuff. And they're really acting scared. I hate that. Like, that's a really weak position to be in when you're number one, you know? It's like, why are you not experimenting more? Like, during the PS3 era, they were hurting bad. No one was buying that console because of the price. So they started to get weird and experimental with their games and their features and everything. And yeah, the console to this day was still a pain in the ass to program for and to just maneuver. Like, that UI was a joke. Just lying, scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. But the games on it were banging. Holy shit. Like, all the way from Heavenly Sword all the way to The Last of Us, you know. It was a great generation of games and weird shit like Gravity Rush and that, you know. Even fucking Lair and all them, you know. They were kind of not appreciated in their time. But ever since then, like, PS4 was pretty safe as well. And PS5 is going to be pretty safe. They'll make their money. They'll make billions upon billions. There's no doubt about that. But at the cost of just normalizing everything. It's just really, it's unfortunate. I don't like that kind of writing. Basically why they do it is so they can get, it's the MCU way of writing, where you can get, why kill him off in the second movie when we can get 17 movies out of him, or 6 movies out of him, whatever, you know. And yeah, I get that. It's nice. We want a lot of great characters to stick around, but oh man, it just milk it dry. Like, I would have, there's so many. I would have killed off most of their bigger characters. Because you might say, oh, but dude, these are mascots. We can't let go of this character or that character in Sony because they're mascots. I'm like, tell me what they've done with their mascots. They fucking sold them off. They sold off Crash Bandicoot. Jack and Daxter's dead. Sly Cooper who? Infamous, huh? Cole who? Who we talking about here? Like, they've sold or killed them off. Or just not done anything with them. So, you can't use this whole mascot shit. Like, even Nate, like, Uncharted 4 is nearly fucking 10 years old at this point as well, so yeah, I don't know. I don't have any hate for Sony. I like all 3 of them, but I will definitely hold them accountable when they're resting on their laurels, and all I see Sony doing right now is just counting money. If it wasn't for Insomniac, this wouldn't even be a generation. That's the truth. That's true as God. If it wasn't for Insomniac, you might as well just call it PS4 all over again, because I don't see a single thing coming out. Naughty Dog are scrambling to remake another fucking game, as if it's that fucking hard. Like, oh Jesus, we're gonna shut down the whole company because we can't make The Last of Us Part 2 remake. Fuck! And then they're remaking Horizon Zero Dawn. Like, where's the innovation? I have to wait for Insomniac to put out another 17 Marvel games before the library exists. Shit!
Citizen, I would like to inform you that
I agree, after 2022, yeah, for sure. I think we saw 2022, and even a little bit of this year, we saw how bad
nor do I understand this bureaucratic jargon.
The
would you like to call your lawyer
COVID
and have him explain
stuff was, you know?
You know what? If you really think you'll find evidence of that SUX ever being here, then be my guest.
But yeah, we are fucking spoiled for games, right? I think, I haven't played it, but I can see the effect it has, and I think the game of the year for this year will undoubtedly be Baldur's Gate 3, you know. I haven't played it, haven't played that, and I haven't fully played Diablo 4 either. So that's a big hole in, you know, my possible games of the year. So trust me, my list is quite, you know, it's pretty just kind of jaded, I suppose, with what I have played. But isn't that the idea? Like, that's why when I see people make a game of the year list and it's something from a year or 2 ago, I'm like, that's fine, dude. You played it this year and you enjoyed it. That's all that matters. That's money in the bank for them. It's all good. Doesn't have to be. But I know I can understand when people go like, well, if you're just giving awards to old games, you're getting to the point of, damn, this is a bit like a Fallout. Holy hell. Like, there's certain things I can't do unless I have certain points. That's really cool. Little, not quite RPG, but close enough. Good for them. These guys literally rose out of the ashes. Really bad Rambo game. Then they did Terminator Resistance, which was received pretty damn well. And now this as well. I think this has kind of become a little kind of viral hit for the meantime. It was between this and Modern Warfare 3, and there you go. You know, I might still get that. I don't know. We'll see. If it goes to Game Pass, at that point, like, my buy-in stuff is so different thanks to PS Plus Premium and Game Pass. Every game now is turned into a maybe. We'll see. So if you're not buying a game within the first week or a month, I would argue to wait. Because some of these big games are going on PS Plus and Game Pass within 3 months. Or sometimes 6 months. Like, it just depends on the game, right? Callisto Protocol and Dead Space are pretty much out there to play. Most of Sony's offerings are kind of going. I think Horizon Forbidden West you can play on Game Pass and that. So yeah, I don't have hate for any of these companies. At the end of the day, they are companies, and we have to hold them accountable, reward them for the good shit, punish them for the bad stuff. It's as simple as that. The Ghost House. I like that we got some side missions. That seems to be the same cardboard cutout cable management lol. That's fine. You're going to reuse assets in your game. And you see how long it takes to make these big giant games. Like now they're saying that the budget of GTA 6 is hovering over $1 billion. It's crazy. And it said something similar to GTA 5. I think it cost like, at that time, which was 2013, it cost like over 500 million to make, I think, with marketing. But then they made 800 million in the first day, and it sold 190 million copies as of now. And you multiply that by 30 bucks or 60, whatever you want to do, depending on sales, average it out. That's fucking insane money for one game. And you wonder why they haven't made shit since then. Thank God for Red Dead Redemption 2. I would argue like that Red Dead Redemption 2 is slowly becoming one of the most important games, up there with The Last of Us, I think, in terms of story and just sheer production value, you know? The noise he makes when he climbs up. See, look, there's a nice bit to explore here. Fuck yeah. Yeah, so Sony are fine. People are kind of scared. Obviously, they're fine. Now they're pushing back against the games as a service stuff, which is probably for the best. I think that's why Jim Ryan was sacked. Now, we lost Jim, and then Connie's gone as well. She was in charge of the portfolio, and these people are extremely important. These are the people that go off and get the third-party deals or get the licensing deals, you know? So to lose her that's worse than losing Jim, because honestly, not to be mean to Jim or anything, but those kind of fucking faces that can be replaced all the time, and god damn it, they are. He's fine, you know. We can survive without Sony Shrek for a while. Jesus, they fix everything. OCP, I like that. There's a little creepy little nod to stuff coming up. Little conspiracy theories. Yeah, so they'll be fine. We don't know what's coming ahead for Sony, but we kind of know little bits here and there, just with simple deduction. With like Ghost of Tsushima 2, The Last was Part 3. They also have that new IP, Stray's Cross, which is meant to be, I don't know if it'll be called that at this point. It's been that long in the tooth waiting for them to talk about it. I don't know if it even exists at this point, but it was titled as Uncharted First Person with Portal Mechanics. We'll see about that. And then, yeah, The Last was Factions. It's almost been done by another team at this point, so even Naughty Dog are like washing their hands of it. It'll come out, but it'll be such a wait and a shit show, it just will not be worth it. And then Bungie, I don't know if they'll even survive this long now, but they had Destiny 3 going, and this other project called Matterfall, and then obviously Marathon as well. Marathon is one of their oldest franchises. It wasn't an extraction shooter at the time, though. They didn't really exist like that. So people are actually not too happy about that being an extraction shooter. But what do you expect? Yeah, they had like 14, 15 games as a service. It's such a stupid name. I hate even seeing it pop up. People even abbreviated to GAAS, so it's just like the gays. And those games pretty much are gay, like they're shit, most of them. Like, we like our Apexes, we like our Battle Royales, and everyone has their favourite, maybe Escape from Tarkov, or this or that. And I get that, and those games are polished and, well, for the most part, or at least fun, you know, they got that right. But trying to flood those markets when they're already pretty flooded is possibly one of the stupidest ways to just burn money. And Sony are known for that. You want to take risks and you want to do experimental stuff, but I would take 10, you know, The Last Guardians or fucking 10 Gravity Rushes, just weird experimental games, over, you know, 10 Concords or Marathons or whatever the fuck else. Like, we don't even know what Concord is, for God's sake. But what they're going to do now, they're kind of restructuring and then restructuring on top of a restructure, for fuck's sake. But it's fine, it'll be fine. There's so much money there. Like, I think this generation is only really starting to feel like it kicked off this year anyway, so we're fine. I do think they were trying to do a 5 to 6 year generation, but it'll be pushed to 8 again because of the 2 years of COVID. So I do think we won't get next generation stuff till 2028. So in between then, you'll have your pro models and all that good stuff, and Sony are going to offset a lot of the profits into third party stuff. They've already done it with Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, Remake, all that stuff. But you're going to see a little bit more of that. And the reason they're doing that is because Xbox decided to not just go after the money hat, which is basically just to buy the rights to a game. They've gone one step further, and they're buying the rights to licenses, you know? So I think they probably learned that from Sony, where they got things like, you know, Spider-Man and a few others. So what Xbox are doing, they're like, oh, we're not buying the rights to an exclusive Indiana Jones game. We're fucking making it with the Wolfenstein guys, and that's our baby. And that's a licensed game. So that's one. Then they have a James Bond game coming from fucking the Hitman guys, you know, and they're also working on Project Dragon, which is meant to be a fantasy game. I don't know how I feel about that from the Hitman guys, but it's nice to experiment. But yeah, don't expect Hitman in a wizard hat and cosplay. Maybe, I don't know. Agent 47. I always call him Hitman, it's just easier. But yeah, Agent 47 in a in a wizard hat. Why not? Yeah, so pretty much every team you love or maybe you don't love are working on stuff. There's around 10 to 15 Marvel games coming, whether you love or hate that, that's up to you, but that's what's coming. That's what's coming. And on the DC side, there's at least 5 I know of anyway. We'll see what happens with them.
No short-term investments. Not in this market. We're looking at an annual return of 9.2% if you diversify your portfolio based on the volatility report. Deferred profit shares are where it's at.
Damn.
Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
He's having a Goodwill Hunting moment.
But you're homeless.
Yeah. That's literally every crypto bro in about 5 years. Dude, the fallout of this Bored Ape stuff is nothing short of hilarious. If you made some money off NFTs, well, I can't remember their name anymore, NFTs and crypto, good for you. Like, get your money, get out, and be glad of it. That shit is dying off. Holy shit. Now it's all AI is the buzzword, but we're finding ways to even ruin the reputation of AI before it even exists. If we can just not be too greedy with it, there's hope for it. Unfortunately, you can see the greed. Greed is using it to steal art.
Public
using it
drinking is against the law.
Oh.
Public? Well, this is my private sofa. I've dragged it all the way from the junkyard.
Stealing? I do not think so. Issue a ticket. I see your point. Oh.
I will let you go this time. But
yeah,
remember
he's just
that drinking
a harmless
in an unsuitable
man.
environment can lead to severe consequences.
He's just an old
Well,
drunk.
that's the whole point.
Yeah. Leave him. He's rotting himself away. There's no point giving him a ticket. He'll become belligerent. Yeah, the amount of Marvel stuff, oh my god. But it all depends on how well the previous product works, you know. It doesn't matter if these games are mid-development. They will shit-can them so fast. And I hate that. I hate that what Ubisoft have done. Ubisoft just slashed their entire creative side. So now it's Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Assassin's Creed. If it wasn't for Ubisoft Massive, who did The Division and are now working on Star Wars Outlaws and lots more, they pretty much did that new Avatar game as well. If it wasn't for them, Ubisoft would be nothing but Just Dance in Assassin's Creed. Like the shit-canned Immortals. I don't know where Splinter Cell is. The Prince of Persia thing is up in the air. It just goes on and on and on. They're such a shadow of their former self. They spent the last like 5 to 10 years trying to avoid being bought out by Vivendi, but in doing so, they've also turned into like they've let the ball slip, you know, and they've turned into a shell. They really need new management, starting with Yves Guillemot. Like, get him out, up, little tiny pocket Frenchman. It's time to go, dude. To issue retirement, little tiny fucking smart car, and fuck off to Tuscany or something. Because we're done. We're done. I love my Assassin's Creed. It's a guilty pleasure at this point. Like, I should be burnt out and I keep playing them. Right after I finished Mirage, I now want to play fucking Unity. Like, I'm desperate. And I gotta stop myself. Because it's too much. But I'm gonna feel burnt out again when this fucking Black Flag remake comes along. Like, they can't even get Skull and Bones out, and it's been 10 years, and that's based on Black Flag. I think the Black Flag remake will come out before Skull and Bones. Like, how fucking ridiculous is that? Alright, are we doing... I think we have a couple of side quests. Discount dealer. Find a working phone booth. Oh, shit. Okay, and what was the other one? Nice. And stolen vehicle. Confront Ben. Ben, the two of us need to look no more. Oh, I think it's too late now. Maybe we can go back there later. I think I've reached the next area. I'm just chatting away. You know, it's a passion of mine. I like talking about it. Like, these things don't always come to pass for good.
To be taught some manners.
And for bad. You need to be taught that bullets go through heads and turn them into tomatoes very quick. Yeah, we had a little bit of downtime there. You probably forgot that there was shooting in the game. There is. It's a bit too easy. Let's see, can we find something else to throw at this guy? We need our own grenade. Are you okay, sir? We going up here, you think? Come on, don't give the surprise away. Alright, I can already tell just moving around there. It's giving me massive Deus Ex vibes. So this game is already more than worth it. This was kind of like a little present to myself after Spider-Man, I'll be honest with you. I already buy enough. But it is my birthday, so fuck it. And coming up on the 14th. I'm 111. Oh my god! How do you... Can you throw those back? How does that work? Just blow them up mid-air, I think. I don't have slowdown yet. I shoot those guys in the balls. You, sir, need a timeout. It's so beautiful and gory. Can you use them as body bags, I wonder? Aww. What you get for wearing the same haircut? Oh. You're on TV. Now you're dead. You gotta do all the one-liners. Poor Pyro's like, I'm cringing so hard. Increasing. There's still lots of games coming out before the end of the year as well, like the Metal Gear Solid collection. I'll get my hands on. I'm just slowly waiting for some kind of update to make it. As usual, Konami can't even put out a collection that's already made for them. It's wild. Detach? What the fuck? Nice. Like, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are already remastered by Bluepoint. They're working on their own thing as well. Trust me, there's lots of good stuff, and Sony now own those guys. And I'm glad they do. They're fantastic. They made the Shadow of the Colossus remake, the Demon Souls remake. They really are wonderful, and pretty much every good collection out there. Metal Gear Solid, the Uncharted collection, you name it. Bluepoint, the best out of Texas, I believe. Bum, 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 bum. Can we make this shortcut down? Nope. Oh yeah. And Xbox are kind of slowly, taking them nearly 10 years, but they're moving into finally a stable amount of games, you know. Next year should be Avowed and Hellblade 2 for certain. It's also high time Gears 6 was showing off as well. See about that. Already cooking what's next for Halo, but Halo's, she's up and she's down. I'm hoping that this games as a service issue with Sony will give the fans a tiny little bit of humility of how hard it is to make a multiplayer game on top of a single player game. But they won't. Hello, boys! I'm back! Sorry, no, that's Independence Day. God, this game is amazing! You know when you just need a bit of fucking hyper-violence, you know, that kind of way? Where are you, fucker? You upstairs? We all need a bit of hyper-violence. Damn, I took out his kneecaps. Hello there. Nice you to drop in. Okay, engineering level 6 to open that. But we could find a better way. Only 34 bullets left in this, but 34 bullets, that's 34 kills, baby. Yeah, most of the stuff I know is like rumor stuff. I could tell you the entire plot of GTA 6 if you wanted it, but I'm not gonna do that, you know. Like I had heard a better plot, a rewrite of God of War Ragnarok, and that's kind of why I'm so salty about it. It was meant to be. Now they might still do this, because I am hearing rumblings of. Obviously, we have Project Giant, which is a side game with Atreus, but I'm hearing like they're deciding whether to push on to Egypt. That seems to be what they want to do next. But will they do another game in Norse? Like they've said it went from 3 to 2, and now they kind of want to go back because, you know, this might be spoilers, but one of the original ideas was for Kratos to die and go down to Helheim and have Atreus go and get him back, and the entire game would be in Helheim basically, and he would age 10 years down there because that's how it works down there, you know. He would come back like a badass. Hint program. Are we allowed to drop down here? Doesn't take fall damage. There you go, Pyro. It's worth buying the game. No fall damage. But yeah, that would have been cool. There was even like concept art of Atreus as he's older, and he looks like Baldur, you know, but with big fucking horns. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, they're busy. Busy away. They also have a big sci-fi project as well. I saw someone come in here. Boom! The melee in this is fucking god tier. Yeah, they have a huge sci-fi RPG project, Sony Santa Monica. That's basically why most of their employees have been looking very closely at Starfield. Most devs will play other games, not just to commemorate and congratulate their peers. It's also like, what can we do different and what are we doing better? Now, it's always the way. If you don't think there's rivalries between these teams, you crazy! Recharge. Oh, cool. It's fucking clever as shit. I love that. You've got a little bit of immersive sim going on here. Just a little bit. Not quite System Shock. Damn, motherfucker, damn, motherfucker, damn. Look at the destruction as well. These fucking Gatling guns are kicking my ass. Damn, I'm almost dead. Sheesh. Yeah, I want to play that System Shock remake. They've been saying it's coming to console, so I'm there. We wouldn't have Bioshock without System Shock. We wouldn't have most things without it. Gotta find a way in there somehow. I like this dash. Let's see, is there anything we can do? Wait, where'd the wall go? Oh, it's over here. Fuck, how did we get this guy? Damn, he takes... I'm almost dead. He takes some fucking beating, that guy. That's mine. Whoa. Bum, 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 bum. Think I didn't see you back there, motherfucker? Nice, I needed that. Yeah, I think maybe you can throw the grenades back. I'm just too stupid to do it. Or maybe you're meant to shoot them. Oh, I could have done this. What's that? I didn't have that option on the other side, did I? I swear I didn't. I probably just didn't see it because I'm blind. So many fucking games. On the DC side, obviously it's Suicide Squad. Killed the Justice League. A lot is riding on this, which sucks. I don't want that kind of pressure on a developer, but it really is. People are already really soured on it already, but and then like now they're talking about positioning more games for games as a service. Warner Brothers are going to learn the fucking hard way, and that includes shutting down stuff. But I could see Sony or Xbox trying to buy Rocksteady before that happens. But the way it works, it's not as simple as thank you, let's make another Batman game. It doesn't work like that. It's all got to do with Warner Brothers and who chooses to own the license. That's why you've got such a weird relationship between Sony and Marvel and Spider-Man, you know. I bet that those 5 million copies of Spider-Man 2, I guarantee you, fucking Marvel made more money off that than Sony did, you know. Oh, fuck. Where do we go? We going this way? What's up there then? What was the point of that? Little boss time? Oh, damn, he's getting the old
Are you the police
ball sack.
Do you know
shocking.
where I can find Soot?
Oh man.
And then we have the Wonder Woman game, which is meant to be fucking crazy. That's from the Shadow of Mordor guys. Yeah. What about you guys? What's your game of the year so far? Or
I don't know how you usually operate.
Underrated cop
but
game.
that type of
Battlefield
information
Hardline.
don't come free.
Underrated. And that was from Visceral, the Dead Space guys. Now they're gone. Those guys were amazing. They also made Dante's Inferno and then just thrown to the wayside. Fuck you, EA, forever. Is your civic duty to help? What is freedom worth to you? I do not work for free either. I don't think.
What is your freedom worth to you?
That's actually a great point. So, it seems that the new guy saw the punks attack on the TV station and decided to meet with Soot on their turf. The meeting is supposed to take place tonight during Soot's concert.
Concert?
He's got a concert?
I know. I'm not really a fan of his music myself. But that's not what those shows are really about.
He's selling nukes.
Why don't we, get out of here, huh?
Can I keep him safe, maybe?
Lewis, Soot is meeting the new guy tonight at the old slaughterhouse.
Copy that. Pick me up at the station. I'll grab my gear.
Upgrade
By the
chips.
way, I've got something for you, Murphy.
Ooh.
They call me Pickles. And you guessed it. There's a funny story behind that name.
Tommy Pickles.
This one time, I saw Torchhead stealing a delivery truck. I went after them, hoping that a VCR would fall off the back of the truck, you know? But it turned out to be
Do I have to listen to this guy still?
So they left it. I made a pretty penny that day selling pickles. Still have a couple of jars laying around if you want them.
Let me guess, we're going up the stairs and he's going to open the door. Yeah.
Hey, I prefer street entrepreneur. You know what they say, a good business is where you find it.
Just come open this door, you motherfucker. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, this game looks pretty good. Good for them. Good for them. Just definitely a little rough around the edges. Like certain times the, you know, what cutscenes are there, it shoots between the characters talking and things kind of fail to load in quick enough. But it's fine. Like, who the fuck, what do I know? I don't make video games. It's definitely a lot better than I ever expected from a licensed fucking RoboCop game in 2023. Thank you very much. Hell yes. The last one we got was probably on the fucking PS2 or something, you know, of decency. And it's not a 4v1 asymmetrical game. Thanks. I am so sick of that genre. Like, please, for the love of God, it has its merit, it's grand, but when you've got the king like Dead by Daylight, why? Why try and muscle in on
nice
that?
To be free again.
The pie is already
Thanks,
eaten.
Tin Man.
You're just getting
Hey,
crumbs.
Did Briggs tip you off that I might be here?
Officer Briggs?
Yeah, he's my police go-to guy.
Oh, you don't want to tell me that.
Officer Briggs is missing.
Missing? Shit.
Did you tell them?
May our city have mercy on him.
They won't. Why are you so low down in the camera? I guess it's because RoboCop's so tall. How do you know Briggs anyway?
How do you know Officer Briggs?
Oh, shit.
We go back a long way.
Jetpack's only 2 years from the real one? I hope so.
And
I watched some of those water jetpacks. They're pretty
he
cool.
even introduced me to his family. Great kid and wife, though. His missus don't seem very fond of me.
I wonder why. How about joining the force? Come on!
Do you think Briggs is in trouble?
I really don't know. Last time I saw him, he was going to check a case of missing bodies. Sounded like a bogus lead, so I didn't press him. Funny enough, he always tells me to be careful when getting info. But the truth is, I'm not the one running around gangsters' paradise dressed in blue.
Exactly. Far more dangerous to be a cop in this city.
To go. Duty awaits.
About that, I've got a favor to ask. I know that Briggs is missing, but I've got something that belongs to him.
DPG, what up, dude?
Misplaced
Hello.
it the last time he visited my crib, and it's kind of weighing me down.
What is it?
You playing the new RoboCop game? Oh, it's really good.
Now, I feel bad
Classic
holding
RoboCop.
on to it. Could you please give it back to his family?
This is stolen property, and you expect me to return it?
Gee,
Gore,
sounds bad,
badass guns,
like that, but
great
still,
music.
You shouldn't let me hold
and actually
on to
a little bit of depth to it
things.
as well with the skill
That's
system.
how I ended up in this situation in the first place.
Good for them.
I will make sure that
I'm
you
definitely
see
going to play their
from the
Terminator
repentant
game as well. I'll get my hands on it.
Oh boy, you're a tough
But
negotiator.
I've been trying to
But surely you don't
branch
now.
out and play
I gotta chillax after all this.
more little hidden gems this year. Alright. Let's go now.
We will proceed with haste.
Oh, for God's sakes, man. As you command, Officer Steely.
That's Sergeant Steely to you, motherfucker.
Hey, Tin Man, over here. This is where Briggs lives. Let's get this over with. His watch is burning a hole in my pocket.
Hopefully I can come back. I'm gonna...
Who's there? Oh, it's only you.
Only you? But you, but if a giant fucking robot cop comes up to you with a gun in hand, I'm not going back to sleep. I'm going to shit myself. Stay warm. My room was cold this morning. I bet. It's getting cold everywhere. Screw the cold weather. Oh. Alright, let's confront this guy. Did you steal this fucking car?
See, I told you, you'll find Jack all, because there ain't nothing to be found. This place is legit.
This car battery is in perfect working order.
It will make the customer feel better if something gets repaired. I know my trade, and my clients.
Sure.
You know yours. I don't go telling you how to do your job.
Damn.
And if I was to take your money for nothing?
Okay, you win. So there's this boy, Scott. He works for me on and off. He might have something to do with the missing car. Let me open his locker for you.
This is cool. Side quests?
Go on, have a look.
Private. What is this? The moonlighting something else? Right, of
What do you
car
reckon?
tap tools.
Is he your man?
For the time being. Where is the suspect?
You see, he hasn't turned up for work for some time. This morning, when two thugs swang by looking for him, I knew he must be in trouble. I've overheard him many times talking about a place where he does car jobs on the side.
Give me the precise location.
I can't tell you exactly where it is. All I know is that it's one of the garages near the
Stay
local
warm,
storage
dude. Stay warm. I got a blanket on right now. Tell me about Scott. Scott doesn't work here. I protect the culprit. Anyway.
Why did you cover for him?
I can't watch a decent kid like him get swallowed by this city.
Decent?
Don't look at me like that.
Car thief.
Instead of giving him up, I was encouraging him to come clean. But a man can only try.
Alright, I believe you.
Tell me why you think he is responsible.
Yeah. I'm sneezing
He's young,
now.
bright, and would like to rule the world. I get it. But nearly every month, he gets himself in trouble.
It is not enough to make assumptions.
I'm not a cop, but I've seen many things in my life. And where there's smoke, there's usually fire.
That is all for now.
Hey! Make sure no harm comes his way. He might have done some foolish things in the past, but he's a good kid, and he deserves another chance.
A court of law will be the judge of that.
Yeah, he's nailed the voice pretty well, but here's the thing. RoboCop didn't actually talk that much, you know? I guess we'll just continue on with this. We'll do this side quest. Yeah, he didn't talk that much. He's pretty sporadic. So hearing him have full conversations and sentences does sound a bit odd. It's pretty good. I'm getting a little bit of frame rickety now. Let's see what this guy's up to. Maybe he works for the Torchhead. Some of that stuff is loud. Shit. Scotty boy. You in here? You have to answer for a stolen vehicle, I'm sorry. It's RoboCop. It's the long metal dick of the law. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Don't say that too loud, you'll have Amaranth creeping. Doodle-doo-doo-doo. Doodle-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I messed up good.
We'll try and be lenient, I suppose. Well, well, well. Hello, huh? Little car thief. Grand Theft Auto, this is not.
What did you do with the blue SUX 6000 that you stole?
Hey, well, why would I have anything to do with that?
Sure.
I have found evidence in Ben's shop.
You can't possibly help me. I don't want to cause any more trouble, especially for Ben.
Best thing to do is
Admitting
confess.
to a crime is the best course of action for any young offender.
I can't go to juvie. Who's gonna fix this mess?
My duty is to serve the public trust.
Okay. I admit. It was me who jacked the SUX. But he didn't leave me any choice.
It's an SUV.
Who is he?
I can't tell you. If he knew I gave him away, he'd take revenge on Ben. Oh god! It must be those thugs! We're dead! No one is gonna save us.
Good lord.
If they are criminals, then they are the ones who need saving.
Barely fits through the door, look at that.
Hello? Anybody home?
Stay in here.
Scotty boy? You can only hide for so long. Oh shit! It's the metal. You've got no chance.
That was easy. Just a couple of common street thugs. They fired first. That's dick. No hard feelings? Fuck! It loaded
You
up.
did it! They didn't think that through. Maybe you can put an end to this after all.
I am missing vital information in order to resolve this case.
I'll tell you what you want. Just please, help me fix this screw-up.
Where is the car now?
Oh man, I'm sure it's still in their chop shop. It's a warehouse on the northeast side. The entrance is concealed, but I'm sure you'll find it. I'm no fighter, but if there is any other way, I would like to help. Maybe you need some more intel.
Are you gonna be a snitch?
Who did you mean by him?
It's Rex, from the local gang.
There we go.
I only did petty jobs for him mostly, but this
Didn't
time
take much
he
for
made
you
me
to
steal that
squeal
car.
like a piggy.
He said he wanted the SUX 6000 we were repairing at Ben's. When I said it was too hot, he slashed me with his knife.
That is all for now. Proceeding to the vehicle's estimated location.
You are calling for backup, aren't you?
I am
Negative.
backup.
Threat calculation minimal.
What is that? What was that thing we found? No hard feelings. Is it probably another quest, is it? It's like an old rag or something. Yo kid, boss, not impressed with you with this. Yes, he's a reasonable guy. I want to keep your nimble fingers as long as you show up to chop shop before nightfall. It's kind of sweet. I'm enjoying this. Yeah, what do you guys think? A little bit slower paced? I think it's nice. I think it's actually got a nice bit of pacing between the action and then walking around Detroit. I just get really big vibes of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Might not be as cyberpunk, but just the way it works and the little bit of difference. Those games were great. Like Mankind Divided wasn't as good. Like I didn't like Prague as much as I liked Detroit. It was just very dull and grey, but it's still great on everything that makes Deus Ex what it is, and that's like weird government conspiracies and great immersive sim where you can basically turn yourself into whatever you want with enough RPG elements, you know.
Dad, what does eviction mean? And who's a debt collector? Why can't I open the door for him? Dad, tell me the truth. Are we poor? Dad? Dad!
Tired of your kids asking annoying questions? You just want to relax after a long day of work, but someone won't let you.
Evening, officer.
Dude, that's one thing I worry about with GTA 6. Times have moved on. More importantly, comedy has died and satire has died. Everyone gets offended by everything. Can they possibly fucking, you know, do their usual crazy ads and funny humor? You look back at the shit they got away with in, you know, GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. It's slowly dropped off. GTA 4 was amazing. There's lots of funny fucking shit, but it went for a lot of realism. And then 5 was just a really big stick poking at modern society. I kind of preferred when they chose a time, because, you know, like when it was the 90s, 80s, whatever. I preferred that than the modern stuff, because I feel like it's a little bit too close home for me and for everybody, where you're like, oh god, that really is, we are really just zombies to phones and all this shit. But when they did, like in the 80s and the 70s and the 90s even, some of it was kind of weirdly nostalgic, or a peek into stuff back then, or even just most of them are based on movies, right? Just the idea, you know. Vice City is Scarface, San Andreas is Do the Right Thing, Boys in the Hood, you know. GTA 3, that one, I don't know, a little bit of everything mixed together, you know. A little bit of Mean Streets, a little bit of Goodfellas. GTA 5 is just Heat. So yeah, what'll GTA 6 be? It'll probably be, like I said, Narcos mixed with Breaking Bad and things like that. As far as I've been told, we will not be spending the whole game in Miami and in Vice City, you know. Let's see, we got a hidden door, hidden wall here. Let's see, where's your magical button, huh? Behind this? You jump on it or something? I feel like it's this button here. That seems a bit obvious, no? He's looking at this, and he went over here. Ah. Press that button. Come on, you bastards. You better hope I don't find the stairs up there. Bum, 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 bum. Even though it was, like you're saying, a bit campy, when he would finally go after the corporations, you know, and storming them in their offices and that, it was very, like, for me, it was like wish fulfillment. Anyone who ever wanted to give their boss the old fuck you, you know? Dude, there's so many great fucking practical effects and explosions in this game. Damn, I'm almost dead. Ain't looking too good for your old pal. Who's left? Someone having a shit in here? Well, it was one is. Got 11 bullets left. And God, he wiped his ass. Oh, pistol. Oh, I'm out of dash. You dropped your grenade. Alright, we have some points. Let's see what we can put them into. That'd be neat and stuff, huh? We could do this. Let's see. Deduction. Psychology. Public trust. Doubles earned public trust. I wonder how important that is. Impact. Threshold. Lowers outcome thresholds for the main characters. What's that mean? People can die in this game? Vitality. Fuse box recovery. Ooh, I kind of do want that, but I need 2 points. 2 points. No point? 2 points. It reminds me so much of, like, do you pick the lock picking skill, you know? How good is this music? I think we're about to say. Oh, look at that brain matter. God damn. Does it matter when it's brain matter? Is there someone in there? Hello. Got 3 bullets left. You always gotta do the Home Alone. Hello. Every time you meet somebody, you gotta do it. Alright, so if I had more points than that, I could recharge from that. It's good, see? So you're like punished for one thing and rewarded for another. It's really clever. So it gives you that cheeky little gaming FOMO, you know? Not that you don't have the game, but you're like, oh, I want to play another playthrough of it so I can go down this route. It's genius. I could see this being on people's list for like a little Christmas present or something. Why not? I think, yeah, Spider-Man 2 is going to be a big one as well. Maybe Starfield as well. That'll be a great one to get into over the Christmas if you haven't already. I thought it was a great game. It feels ancient by today's standards, you know, just in terms of the engine. But the gameplay sound, it's probably the best Bethesda gameplay I've ever played, you know, outside of Skyrim with the magic, you know. But if you don't want magic, if you want realism and bullets and all that, it's right there. And then, yeah, like Starfield basically to me is Skyrim and Fallout mashed together in a space setting. That's a great thing, if you ask me. I'm not out here hating. I think the engine is ancient, but I felt that way for a long, long time. But it's become that thing where it's almost synonymous with Bethesda, so if they were to change it completely and go Unreal Engine 5, it just wouldn't look like them anymore. So I don't know how you win that one. You either lose your identity, even if you're known for shitty bugs and load screens. It's kind of what you're known for. It's a strange one. Because they arguably have the most money of like 90% of the devs out there, besides maybe Rockstar, you know. Because not only are they backed by Xbox, they also will have one of the highest selling games of all time. Like, it's like fucking GTA 5, fucking Minecraft, and then Skyrim, you know. It's like, fuck. That game has gone from strength to strength. It's got legs like fucking Tyra Banks, you know what I mean? It's like, god damn. It never stopped. I couldn't believe it. Like, I had played it back then, and it kept me going all the way through probably like 2012, and then I just never went back to it after the DLC. That's just me. But you know, with the mod, that's why Bethesda need to wake the fuck up and realize how important the modding scene is to them. Alright, do we put these points into electronics? Did I miss something over here? What's this? Oh, there's a chest over there. Okay, that's cool that it marks it. And it looks like we got pieces here. I just gotta figure out this printed circuit board stuff. Do we put it into vitality? This is where we gotta make that choice. Receive damage by 80%. Like, that's insane. Combat. What do you think? Or do I keep it in engineering so we start open up? It allows you to open up any safe without knowing the combination. You also reprogram enemy turrets. Pants dash. Ooh, that's like 6 more points. Nothing I can get. I can get something now. Very self-serving. We could create slow-mo. It's already pretty easy. The deduction would help with finding stuff. Deduction could lead to opening safes. So it could be discover hidden objects or rooms, see? But some safes are just not going to have a combination, I think. Enhance map, enhance learning, gain 30% more experience points. See, that's what you really want to go after, in my personal opinion. If you were to straight shot the whole way, it would be a boring playthrough because you wouldn't have any of these cool things here. but then you'd own everything because of the experience. I assume there's only a limit to the points because of combat situations, but just like Deus Ex, I think to get the most out of these skill points and all that, you're gonna have to force combat sometimes. You know, where you're like, oh, you can worm your way out of this, or you can use this object and then you won't have to go and do a fight at all, but then you don't get XP. So I found out in a lot of those games, if you forced combat, you ended up becoming way stronger and it would help in the long run. I'll probably replay Skyrim like 5 times. See, there you go. It's right there. I think I'm going to go with deduction. Fuck it. I think you can just reset it for nothing anyway. Let's give it a shot. I want to see what's behind the stairs as well. I'm really enjoying this. This is exactly what I needed. I remember, if anyone remembers this really, you know, decent movie, random ass movie with Clive Owens in it called Shoot 'em Up. Don't you remember that one? Shoot 'em up. Nice. L-shape, corporate charge, upgrade chip. We don't know what that is yet. But yeah, it was one of those movies that came out, and it's just Clive Owens shooting up all the shit. You get Monica Bellucci in there, and it serves no purpose, only just a good bit of gun violence. And at the time, there was a lot of fucking movies coming out, and subpar movies, and this and that. I think it was even like the days of like the Sin City Offspring, you know, it was like The Spirit and all that. It was kind of a rough time. And that movie was such a palate cleanser. Every now and then I'll watch a movie like that where I know what it is. It's just violence for violence sake, and that's all I need. I feel the same way about the Crank movies. Crank 1 and 2. 2 is a little bit weaker, but still stupid fun. Those movies are fucking awesome. Sometimes you need that. So that's why you're like, when people say, like, DPG says he loves Fast and Furious or Mission Impossible, I don't immediately go, oh, is that it, you know? Is that all you like? Because, hold on, possibly a hidden entrance. Because I actually see that there is absolutely some merit to that stuff. That's why I call them blockbusters. You used to call them that because, you know, it's literally like that. They would bust up the block. People would line up around the block to see these movies. That's what it fucking means. And also that, like, it would blow out your fucking eardrums from all the explosions. I kind of call them popcorn movies, where you're going in there and you're eating about 2 fucking stacks of popcorn because you're just like, this is a ride. This is a hell of a ride that I'm on. It's not going to win Oscars or awards. Who fucking cares? I'm on this crazy ass ride. That's why I used to love Michael Bay movies, man. Before he started doing Teenage Mutant shits and all other stuff, you know. Yeah. Every one of his movies used to be banger after banger. Same with John Woo as well. And I miss those guys. Most of them are kind of coming back in some fashion. Alright, so let's see. Is there any way into this then at all? No. I think sometimes you can tell if there's going to be a combination. I'll have a look now. Now that we have this deduction. See, that's really cool. There's an option to have multiple builds here. You also just turn into a fucking Superman. Blasting shit everywhere. Cool. I like it. What's not to like here, huh? What's not to like? You put the lime in the coconut. Chicken bowl up. Okay, I think we're pretty solid now. Let's find this fucking car. There it is there. Maybe it'll become our new cop car. I wonder, is there a driving section? I wouldn't be surprised. Some of these like to do on-rail first-person driving stuff in these games, and you're like, this was completely unnecessary, but I'm here for it. Bonk. No fall damage, just makes me smile. Anything else in here? I don't think so. Not gonna let us leave with this car, that's for sure. I have some bastards coming after us. Ooh, what can we do with the bike? Probably just blow it up, I'd say. Maybe? Can't scan it or anything. Yeah, I think it was just blow it up, because we blew up half those cars in there. That was fun. Return to the streets. I like retro future. A lot of things use that, and it might even be a little bit played out. I get that. I don't mind it. I like it. At the time, it was a way of them thinking what the future was going to look like. So when we watch it now, that's where the retro future comes out of. Like, it seems like an oxymoron thing to say, because you're like, how can it be retro and future at the same time? That's what it was. It's what they thought it was going to be. 2001, 2012.
I can't believe you've actually done it! Do you think I could take that car back to the owner and say I'm sorry?
No, bitch.
Maybe she won't press charges.
This car is now in police custody.
Good luck.
Oh, please, I could really use a helping hand right now. Otherwise, I'm back in juvie.
No, you're under arrest. You can retrieve the car yourself.
Proceeding to secure the perimeter. Keys are in the ignition.
Thank you so much. I promise I won't mess this up.
We'll see about that. Just give him another go. If I see you committing another criminal act, I will put my fist through your fucking skull. Fuck juvie. Looks like you maybe can go back in there if you want. That's cool. Maybe there'll be more quests later on. Who knows? I wasn't expecting this. Little RPG light. Alright, what else can we do here? I think we have other... Oh. Downtown. See, them calling it downtown must be other areas as well. It's big enough. Discount dealer, time to repent. Oh, yeah. Pickles, huh? Good old pickles. Briggs! That's what it makes me think of. Yeah, let's find a working phone booth. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, what time is it now? Let's see, how does the save work on this? Just load. It looks like it might be a autosave, maybe? Let's try and get the next autosave. Leave it there. Can't wait to play this again already. Fuck yeah. Tomorrow will probably be a little Alan Wake. Trying to sprinkle in more games as well. I think for the most part everybody's kind of a bit so-so with the new Fortnite season. Poop!
What?
Scan violating.
Someone knocked out his teeth, including
Oh.
the gold one. He's asking if anyone found it.
For some to learn how not to lose the track of time is to learn how not to lose their money.
Oh, I'm telling you, officer, dumpsters are like a bag of candies. You never know what you're gonna get.
We tried to do the Forrest Gump saying, but you didn't get the clearance for it, right? We gone that far that even just a couple of words put together is copyright. Nice guy is dead. Alright, cool. Yeah, that was a bit of RoboCop. I say go first if you're on the fence. It's something you think you'd like. Project Doom? These might be nods to their next game, you never know. And TJ Laser. No, I think these are just shows and rips on shows. Nice. I hope the best for them, because they seem to just go from strength to strength. And I would give my left ball, that's right, not my righty, that's my favorite, but my left ball for like a Predator game from these guys or a Judge Dredd game in this vein. A little bit of openness. I don't think you could improve anything on this, maybe a little driving or something, but see, honestly, once these kind of things grow beyond their ambition and you start adding driving sections, open worlds and that, it really just starts to balloon in cost, and it's just not worth it. These kind of contained little 10-hour jobbies, I'm telling you, they're the unsung heroes. They used to keep me going during the 360 era. It was my favorite shit. I would take chances on so many games. But you know, those were different days with Blockbuster and all that. We had Extra Vision here, that was our Blockbuster. You could rent stuff out. And then what would happen was my favorite thing. After a game was rented so much, it would be battered and bruised, as you can imagine. So they would just sell it at deeply discounted. And that was one of my fucking... I found so much stuff there. Xenosaga, Silent Bomber. I found so much stuff. Classics. And there was just... And you know, back then we used to have the craziest shit ever to fix CDs and that. It used to be this spinner. You'd buy it. I think it was like 20 or something. It was kind of expensive. And it would take layers off it and then put layers back on. Or so it said anyway. Most of the time it wouldn't work. We even had one where it was just cleaning the disc with a spinner on it. That's all. We thought it was fucking magic, but that was all lies. It was just cleaning it. It was just for the lazy people who didn't want to put a bit of elbow grease in, as they call it. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, it looks like there's yeah, it seems to be about a 10-hour game or so, depending on how much of these side quests you want to do, which I think is perfect, great, you know. Probably get 3 or 4 sessions out of it. And seems to be bosses, yeah, okay, cool. Just doing the whole how long to beat and all that. That's what I do. I go to how long to beat to a website, and they put like average times of how long to beat a game, and then I just add like 20% onto it for me, because I'll be chatting and fucking around and doing what I'm doing here, so I'm okay. I play games at my own fucking speed, and I'm happy with that. I don't need a race to the finish line. I don't need to piss through a game and then have nothing to play for 3 months. Fuck that shit. That ain't no way to play games. It's like it's like eating your food in an all-you-can-eat buffet straight away and then having to shit your brains out. What the fuck is the point? It's a hell of an analogy, but there you go.